What's up, everybody? Welcome back to your favorite wrestling podcast. It is the Monday Night Wave, baby. We back. This is episode 76. Almost like that big old 100 mark, and I don't know what we're going to do yet, but we're going to figure it out. But before we get into all that, y'all go by Jay, a.k.a. the Lonely One, a.k.a. Jacob Pod 2, a.k.a. the Pod Break Kid, a.k.a. the Pod General. Pablo Jacob Freeman, called Pod Better Than You Know It. Misrespected Jumpers in the building. Welcome, everybody. But I couldn't do this without my host. You know, we're power of three today, so you know it's big timing. But Mr. Heroic, would you please segue us into your glorious promo?
He is a wild card. He is the king of gorgeous. He is Mr. Sexy Ass Lottery. His name is 4 letters, 1 word. Japanese submarine slammed 2 torpedoes into our side, Chief. Vessel went down in 12 minutes. 890 men went into the waters. Didn't see the first shark for about a half an hour. Tiger, 13-footer. You know how they can tell by looking, Chief? You look from the dorsal to the tail. Very first light, Chief, the sharks come cruising to the nearest man. And that man, he starts pounding and hollering and screaming. And sometimes the sharks go away, and sometimes the sharks don't go away. Sometimes the shark, he looks right into you, right into your eyes. Lifeless eyes, black like a doll's eyes. When he comes at you, doesn't seem to be living until he bites you, and those black eyes roll white. 890 men went into shark-infested waters. Only 316 came out of the brink. Name is Hero, and I am he, and I am glad to be back, baby. 10 days of straight wrestling. We are in the middle between Shark Fest and Shark Week, which is why I did that lovely monologue. And if you can guess what movie that's from, Jay will give you $1. And if you can guess what character said it, DT will give you $1. That you have a total to win $2. And speaking of DT, take it away, my man.
That's a terrible segue to let that nigga come in like that. That's wild. That is fucking crazy. I don't know what this nigga was doing. I didn't know if this nigga was Alistair Hero or Malachi Heroic. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but it was a lot. This nigga went to Dave's locker, came back out with some Benassi slides. What is going on here?
Nigga sound like we was trapped at sea. It's your boy, the third Mike, the OTC of the Monday Night Wave podcast. I am back, and until further notice, I will not be giving myself any monikers or names until I trademark them prior to announcing them, since my name got stolen. And every Friday, I have to sit there and watch this man, Paul Heyman, call himself. Can we say, are we allowed to say this on air? Can I say the name? I feel like I should. You can say it. The fucking Oracle. I was the original Oracle. The first one.
There was Barbara Gordon.
No, fuck Barbara. She in the wheelchair.
Fictionally, y'all.
Yes.
Barbara Gordon, fictional character.
Yeah, I'm not. Hold on, wait. Yeah, I'm not an ableist.
That shit sounded crazy, my nigga.
I feel some kind of way.
That shit sounded so wild.
You're right. I apologize. Shout out to Batgirl. Apologies.
I do have a surprise for you. It's an early birthday present, and Jay helped me out with it. We got the trademark OTC3. See, because there's already a 1, and who knows if there's going to be a 2. So let's just go. Let's skip 2. Let's go all the way to 3. So we're about to have some OTC3 shirts for DT on his birthday.
I'm the third string tribal chief. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Just trying to make sure our trademark doesn't fail.
That's wicked. That is fucking crazy.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
One last thing. I am also the Quentin Miller of the WWE Writing Room, and you will see me guest star and appear on WWE Unreal on Netflix. That is not a promo. That's just a fact. You will see me.
Probably why this nigga's name keep getting stolen. Nigga letting all his stories out, all his secrets.
I wrote all of the storylines last year. Name one storyline I didn't write.
And they have to work on it. That's why they got you.
Mm-hmm.
All your stories have to work written on them. They're like, yeah, we don't like that shit. Go ahead and just. I mean, hey, you could trademark some new shit like Light Skin King.
But I'm not light skinned.
I'm just saying, nigga, good work.
Maybe I can make Ricochet pay me.
It's possible. It's possible.
Ricochet. All right, let's do it. Baby.
All right, let's get into it. We don't got a lot of news. I do want to start off with one pretty solid thing that we saw earlier today is that Kevin Owens has successfully had surgery. Now, that doesn't mean anything about in-ring time. That just means that the man got his neck, I believe, looked at. Hopefully, we get like some speedy, recovery and whatnot and no complications and stuff. But shout out to KO. I was talking about one of his matches earlier today, and you just missed KO's presence. Like, that's a big piece that's just, not really around right now. So, yeah, shout out to KO. Hopefully, we see you soon, man.
Yeah.
In other news, after Saturday Night Main Event happened, we all saw the illustrious. I was gonna say good, but I can't even say good. We saw what we saw. Okay, it was pretty. We seen it. Mr. Goldberg came out the following Monday and had some choice words about how he felt about his situation, how he felt that they didn't put a lot of effort into his storylines. He said that he should have had it written back in like January, give it like a 3-month build. He was particularly upset with them cutting his Hall of Fame speech, on network television and whatnot. I saw some choice responses. Everybody, calling him ungrateful, saying that he should have, you got a lot. They gave you more than most and whatnot. So before I get into my perspectives, I'm gonna open up to the room, and we're gonna get you guys' opinions before I close it out here.
Well, okay, wait. I think since you slightly defer, you should be in the middle so that it's more like a sandwich. Why are you making that face?
I don't know. All right, sure. We can
because
do this.
DT and I have very similar opinions.
That's true. That's true.
So you're the only one that differs, or that's a little slightly different. DT, you go first. Unless you want me to go first. I started talking.
Go first, nigga.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Sure.
Come on.
Fine. Okay, so I come off of the veil, or I think I'm kind of on board of it being on the more ungrateful side. Were there problems? Like, yes, there was problems. There's some validity to where, like, yeah, it could have been built a little better. We keep hearing this term "built" a lot the last couple of months. But the thing is, if I'm not mistaken, Goldberg got injured 3 months ago. So then how would they help build a story to give you 3 months to help build this story? Also, if I'm not mistaken, he requested for his final match to be in Atlanta, which we talked about last week, where it's like, there's no telling when they're going to be back in Atlanta. Like, if he wanted the greatest send-off ever, then maybe he should have been willing to retire in New Jersey for SummerSlam or any other big pay-per-view. Like, they dedicated the whole Saturday Night Main Event essentially to him. Like, they had old security guards, like all this up. Like, it's so that's where it comes off a little ungrateful. Like, yes, it could have been better. Like, similar to how we talked about the Evolution 2 build. Like, it could have been better, but like himself, he was given a lot. There's a lot of wrestlers that don't get to retire on their own. Like Triple H, he never got a retirement. He had to retire. Like, there's so, like, Undertaker had to have a damn cinematic match. Like, there's a lot of wrestlers who are just on his level, or maybe even above, or maybe even under, who don't get to retire the way that they want to retire. The fact that they even gave him this opportunity I don't want to say it's like, just count your blessings or whatever. Like, just be grateful that you even got an opportunity. But again, like, a lot of people don't even get that kind of opportunity. And it's not WWE's fault that NBC cut it off. Like, it's a network show. Like, again, like, so if you really wanted the Kobe Bryant retirement tour, which is currently seen as technically going on, so why would they do that at the same time? You could have chose a different place to retire. You wanted to retire in Atlanta, you wanted your friends and family there. They gave you that. It's unfortunate that your speech got cut, but it came back up on the social waves or the social media and whatnot. Like, people were still able to see it. So I do understand some of his gripes, but again, like, if I'm not mistaken, he was injured. It's not like he personally tried to show up. I don't think. I think if he was willing and like, obviously we're not in these talking rooms, we're not in these meetings or anything, so we can't really say what is going on in the room. But if he wanted to show up to random Raws to help build up this Gunther feud more than just that one Raw or those two Raws, I'm sure they would have been willing to do that just to sell the extra more tickets. They have no problem selling tickets. It's a corporation like TKO. They want the money. We know that. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm more on the ungrateful side as far as this situation goes.
I do, because I'm not the biggest Bill Goldberg like current Goldberg fan. I did not want to fight Gunther. I thought Gunther's being fed an opponent that he should not be fighting at all. That being said, I do understand some of his gripes, right? The retirement speech being cut off, kind of crazy, right? 28 seconds into like his speech, like he didn't even get his shit off. Like, pause. He didn't be able to like let the people watching, hey, I appreciate you guys, right? Like, you guys got me here. I did this for y'all back in XYZ. Just being able to thank the fans. I do understand that WWE said that, it's a hard out, it's network television, we can't control like what Peacock and like their timing and whatnot. Also, the Seth injury also took out a lot of time as well. So I understand that. However, it probably don't feel right considering that, like, he feels slighted in the sense of, well, Taker and Cena, they are, even though you're right, Taker went out in a cinematic match, Cena gets his whole press tour or this whole tour in itself. He feels that, maybe the WWE guys get better treatment than the guy who came in on the one-off. Maybe this wouldn't be the first WCW star to kind of like say they didn't get the send-off. Sting didn't get his proper send-off in WWE. Like, it's a possibility. I don't know. As far as like the lead-up, we found out about the Goldberg match 3 weeks in advance, but they had the story predicted in January. We were talking about Goldberg well before we knew what Saturday Night Main Event that he was going to be at. Granted, we speculated and kind of knew where he was going to be at, but we knew in January that Goldberg was probably going to be the person.
It's whenever Bad Blood was. I'm sorry to cut you off, but that's when he showed up in Atlanta, and it was like, oh,
yeah,
Goldberg's here.
So like, if he showed up in Bad Blood in Atlanta, like that means prior to that, the conversations were already had about him, showing up or whatever. So yeah, you could have built that around that time. And if he was injured, we can still do promos. We could still do something in that element, right? I think he had a quote. He had said, "I'm pissed off at the way I went out. I put so much into it, and I don't feel the effort was reciprocated to put a stamp on what I accomplished." What more did you want, right? Like, did you want the WrestleMania moment? Then we should have did that, like Hero said, in a different kind of like city where they have control over the time slots and whatnot. But if you wanted to be in Atlanta, you should open up the show then. That way you could have started with, a lot of time, and maybe somebody on the back end would have got cut, and somebody on the back end would have got cut and been okay with it because it was a legend going out.
Nah, he would have bitched about that. Why am I opening? I'm Goldberg. I'm a main event attraction.
I mean, shit, nigga. If we open up the first 30, 45 minutes is for you, and you still mad at that, then that just says something on you. But yeah, I feel for the man, because like everybody wants to go out, has this picture book way of how they want to go out, and he felt like he didn't get that. Who am I to tell you how to feel about that? Also, I didn't like that either. There's some people out there who was like, You know, he needs to be happy that they even gave him this like shit. And it's like, bro, we don't know what Goldberg gave to WWE. We don't know what he's traded off for in the past to lead up to this moment. So I'm gonna give the nigga grace. If he feels like he was slighted, he feels like he was slighted. Who the fuck am I to tell him no?
Well, consider me those people who feel like he should be grateful he got the opportunity to do so.
Why?
Because no one has seen Goldberg in the ring since when? Last time he showed up and popped out on Roman Reigns?
Yeah, I think 2021.
And before that, when?
He lost to The Fiend in the pandemic, and then before that,
Okay.
Was it the DX match? Not DX, but
I think it might have been that Saudi
the Undertaker
show,
match.
with the Undertaker.
Yeah, it was the Undertaker
might
match.
have been that one.
Yeah.
Which that was not good.
Okay, so here, let me close this for Buddy pull up with the bike and shit. So you are well past your prime, well past your peak of influence. In between your last two matches, you had almost 4 years off. The fact that someone is willing to say, "Hey, okay, let's try to make something work." You were an integral part of wrestling, obviously. WWE 8 WCW. You were an integral part of that. Let's try to give you the send-off you want. You said you didn't feel like you got the send-off at this match or at this match or at this match over the last 8-9 years. Let's build something around you. Now, how capable are you and your ability to be able to promote this, to show up for it? How long is the lead time for you to get in shape to have a match that's going to be longer than 5 minutes? How capable are you being put in the ring with our best, like literally a top tier wrestler in this company, potentially in all of wrestling, someone who is not a super flashy dude, that's not smaller than you. You're going against somebody who represents our champion. You get all of those things taken care of. You get the city you want. You get all of your people are there. They let your security guards and everyone else be back there, open you up. People have been chanting Goldberg's name probably for like immediately after Gunther won the belt, people started chanting Goldberg's name. So people knew you were coming. Realistically, you didn't even need a build that you say you wanted. You're a special attraction at this point. You got the opportunity to get in the ring and go out and wrestle somebody that is considered one of the best out there right now. We know he was hurt. We've seen the brace on his knee. His performance wasn't that great in this match either. I feel like Gunther did a lot of the heavy lifting in that match.
Definitely.
Transparently, bro. Yes. Was it fucked up? Your shit got cut off? Of course. But you're looking hard camera. You see the clock. And I know there's a clock over there because when I first went to the show, I was like, what the fuck is that? There's a clock over there telling you this shit is about to go off. There was talk that the match went longer than it was supposed to because you wanted to prove your match wasn't only 8 minutes or 5 minutes. So you lost some time there. They still did you the solid of posting it and making it available. If you truly cared about people seeing your speech, then you should have reposted it, retweeted it, put it on your YouTube page, all of these things.
Trash.
It's not trash. It's not trash. If your match went over and you see the clock winding down, we already know NBC is live TV. Like Hero said, we already talked about it before. You know these things. They built the house around you so you can go out the way you wanted to go out. That's my thing.
So could we not have, because Seth did get injured, could we not have put a speech after Seth's match, right? Somewhere in between there.
You want him to talk before he wrestles?
If this was going to be the outcome,
but
yes.
People needed to believe that he was going to win, even though smart people knew he wasn't. You don't give a retirement speech before a match. You're letting everybody know you're going to lose. We know it's
well, then we could have did the match and then fucking had like time for the speech.
But if the match went, if the match went over, whose fault is that?
Do we know that the match went over?
There was talks that after this.
How does the match go over if one match ended early?
Because they had to run all the damn commercials. They ran, how many commercial breaks did they run in between Seth's injury, the end of that match, and the beginning of the Goldberg match?
He's not wrong.
You sitting back there in the locker room, and I know there's producers. There's no way they're not telling you, hey, you have this much time allotted for your match. It's a hard cut at 8 p.m. So get in there, do what you need to do. You know they talked to both of them. Gunther, they talked to the ref. They talked to Goldberg. They did the whole shit. You get this elaborate entrance because that's your thing. Your shit is the entrance. Most niggas, cool. Jackknife powerbomb or jackknife suplex, whatever, in the fucking spear in the fucking entrance. Niggas know Goldberg for the entrance. Your entrance is almost as long as the Tribal Chiefs.
Do we cut Cena's speech at Saturday Night Main Event in Boston?
How much you bet that Cena is going to orchestrate that whole match and it's not going to go that long? Or I'll give you one better. They don't even have that many matches on the goddamn card.
Yeah, this was the only four match Saturday night's main event that we got. And that's only because there was no
that also
matches.
sounds like something that production could have done too. It's like, hey, if we have this retirement coming, let's take one of these matches off.
Who you gonna take off? Because you didn't know Seth was getting hurt, and that's the nigga you're putting your stamp on. Saying, okay, so who else you gonna take off?
I think the thing is like it's NBC. Like WWE could not control what another. Like,
they can't. They have no. Yeah.
The only obligation they have is like they have to do this show every quarter or whatever. Like that's the only like real obligation. Like they don't have any control. Like if they want to cut shit off, they can cut shit off. And they did upload the whole thing to YouTube, which got over 1 million views. He didn't say anything about that. He broke.
But you know, he's old school, bro.
He broke Charles. But he's also a businessman. He has a podcast. He's doing an interview. Like he's a business.
Yeah, but you know. So, hey, I'm telling Grandma, hey, we on TV. Like, catch me on NBC.
Grandma got YouTube because Grandma trying to watch Gage Goldberg.
But you know, that's not the point, though. You know what the point is?
You can't control NBC.
The point is, like, I want to. While it happens, I want y'all to see me while this shit happens live. I don't want you to watch hypothetically my graduation video on somebody's cell phone. I want you to watch it while I'm here in the flesh, kind of thing.
Okay, Jay, I got a question for you.
Fair.
I got a question for you. Okay, let's just say WWE does have control over the time slot, right? Let's just say they have control over the time slot and they run over. What do you think NBC is going to do? They're going to charge WWE for going over on their time because they already have people that are paying for that time slot. As Goldberg, do you want me to take money out your check because you wanted to talk for 15 minutes? Or you want?
I think as the company that's talking about we take care of our legends to do it.
They just gave him a retirement match.
Give him the retirement speech, nigga. The nigga like is a legend in wrestling. Okay. If you care about your legends, pay, bro. Pay the overrun.
Pay the fine. Okay.
Pay the fine, bro. Okay.
Well, how about this? I bet you somebody would have paid the fine that's not with the company. Okay. But big business ain't doing that. Especially because they cut niggas.
That's fucked up.
So that's assuming that a fine option is even an option. They legitimately just cut off. NBC was like, no. So right. even if TKO was like, yo, we'll give you an extra yada yada for just let this motherfucker talk, like who's to say that they would even agree to that?
Right.
There's so many other possibilities that we don't know about. You know,
the way it cut off, it was cut off by NBC. That was not a WWE cut off. That shit was a hard blackout.
Lights out.
And I get that. I get that. But the question was, who would pay for it? I'm like, the company pay for the overrun, nigga. Like, big WWE, y'all got it, bro. With 16,000 tickets, nigga. Like, $16,000 like tickets. So show me something.
Okay, if we do
right by your legends.
If we do that, then we're gonna need some more some percentages on the royalties for the T-shirts to make up for the money.
They don't. At least they already do that anyway, nigga.
I don't understand why we talk about business. Look, anyway,
because that's how business works.
Right, I understand that, but we're not a numbers podcast.
Yeah, we're getting away from the point.
The thing is, like, again, like all three of us are right. Like all three of us have valid points. At the end of the day, like it kind of it's and it sucks to say it, but it kind of is what it is. Like there was a time slot, they cut it off. Like they're like this is like if this was USA, I guarantee you they probably would have like let it rock for a little bit because it's like all right, you could wait to watch American Dad real quick. This is Goldberg. This is NBC. This is like no, we're shutting this shit down. The dude, he still got
coming on.
He's still got 1 million views on YouTube. He cracked a ref's ribs, didn't apologize for that. Gunther gave him one of his best matches ever. That was one of his longest matches ever. Like no thank you. Like there was he is just being bitter right now, and if he wants to be the bitter guy, that's okay. But you were given a lot. Another person who didn't get the retirement on their own will, someone he injured, Bret Hart. What about him? Like it's unfortunate. It's. I'm
gonna ask you a question.
It's just wrestling,
and I don't want this. I don't want this to like be what people are going to insinuate.
Right.
But do you think he watched Sting shit and was like, "I'm trying to do something like that"?
If he did, he would have went to AEW.
Yeah, that probably wasn't that. But do you think that he wanted to have that kind of program where maybe not a year, but maybe like 3 months of like him just doing something to lead up to that match in Saturday Night Main Event?
You can't have it both ways, bro.
Well, that's what I was saying when I first talked. I was like, that's a possibility, and I'm sure if he wanted to do that, they would have said yeah, because they want to sell tickets. So if they could be like, yo, if they could for 2 months, they could be like, all right, Goldberg's going to show up to this SmackDown, this Raw. For fuck yeah, they were going to do that. Yeah, like, but it's also on him. Like, does he want to travel? Does he have
the ability to do it? How does his body?
I brought that up.
Exactly. Those are also valid points. Because again, if I'm not I'm pretty sure dead ass he was injured 3 months ago. Where it was like, oh, he did like, and I think that's why he was wearing the brace that DT brought up. Like he got injured training for this match. But yeah, sure, you can do promos. He might even be able to hit a spear or two. But like, also, it's like, what are you willing to do? Like you can't get the Kobe retirement tour and then complain like you're Paul Pierce, but you're not putting in the same effort that Kobe was doing and that the team was doing and that every other city was doing. They was treating Kobe, every city, every NAB team was treating this nigga like he was a basketball god, and rightfully so. But also he had to show up to those games, right? He had to lace up. He had to play those games. Like they dedicated a whole show to him. They dedicated a whole week. They put on highlights the whole week for that show.
Also,
I think he just go ahead, Dave. I'll close it out.
Also, his version of promoting, he had a sit-down interview with Michael Cole like 2-3 weeks before, and it didn't land the way it needed to land. And they was like, all right, fuck it, we got it, and created a whole video package for him the next week, a highlight tape that did more for that match than him talking about what he wanted to do to Gunther and why he was having this match. So if you want promo time, you got to be able to prove that you can do the promo. You couldn't stay healthy during your training. That's just where I'm at with it. I think he should be happy that he got to his send off.
I just hate that term. I would hate for a nigga to tell me, you should just be happy with what you got. Like, hey, nigga, you don't know what the fuck I wanted. But like, no,
you're not wrong with that. And the other aspect is like we don't even know what he asked for. All we're seeing is like all we can talk about is what we saw with our eyes, and what we saw with our eyes is that we saw someone get injured 3 months before the match. We saw a week of highlights. We saw him he's getting a title. Like a lot of people's retirement matches aren't even for titles. He had a title match against Gunther, one of the best wrestlers. Like probably like you could put him in any decade, and Gunther's gonna be fucking amazing. Like, and he got a lot.
They did that not to embarrass Goldberg. We're gonna give you a title shot. You ain't did nothing to warrant it except for the fact that your name is Bill Goldberg.
They took this shit off of Jay, so you can have this title shot. Just to give him the
nigga.
I'm right, bro. I'm right there with you. I agree, nigga. I'm right there with you. They ended this whole yeast shit just so you can have this. And if that was the case, you might as well make this a triple threat.
Nigga, they stopped making money. They stopped pouring in cash to give you a title shot to make you feel good. And then less than a week later, you talking about it wasn't done right.
Maybe it wasn't, and we just don't know. We just don't know,
Nigga,
bro.
we could have kept making money. You know how much money this nigga Jay was
right.
making?
It's
And
one of those things where it's like if you look at anything like that, then anything in life can be better. It's one of those is the glass half full, half empty type of bullshit. But it's like, yeah, of course it could have been better. The build for this could have been better, but like, did it hit? Like, what are all the results? What are all the parameters? Like if we're putting all of it on the table, like.
I just like
he has the cachet. If he wanted to show up to a random SmackDown or a random Raw, he could.
My dad tuned in.
I do think that.
My dad tuned in. Someone who has not watched and been tapped in with the WWE because I said, hey, Goldberg is coming back for a retirement match. My dad downloaded Peacock and tuned in to watch it. So if I'm someone who could tell someone from the previous generation that, hey, yo nigga coming back, how many people do you think did that?
Right. And so imagine your dad came back, people, the older generation come back to watch him or whatever, right? The people that's in his generation, they all watching at home. And then he's getting text messages from people like, yo, we didn't get to see your retirement match. We got your retirement speech. It got cut off. Hey, what'd you say? Or he probably went to somebody and said, hey man, did you see like what I said about y'all? And they were like, nah, we didn't get to see it. So it's like there's just things that you could be like upset about, nigga. Like,
and guess what? If my dad wanted the speech, I just send him the YouTube link because my dad knows how to work.
Your dad
YouTube.
is a fan. I'm not talking about the fan perspective. I'm talking about the family. I'm talking about the motherfuckers that he was tapped in with.
It was in his hometown. If they weren't there, it's one of those things like, hey, if I didn't invite you to my wedding,
that's crazy.
You weren't supposed to be there. If you were, if you didn't get invite, you weren't supposed to be there. It was his hometown.
Your rocker.
You don't think he had a whole box? You don't think he had a whole box? He had at least 2-3 rows. Now, listen, when you watch WWE now, when people are in the ring, all you got to do is look around. You can see their family. They move niggas out of seats and bring their families.
I'm not talking about that, though. I understand the immediate family, nigga. But you know those niggas in the locker room, he probably...
So you saying they didn't give him a box? Tell me.
No, I'm not saying that. They gave him the space. He had niggas who were there. I'm not talking about that.
What are you talking about? The
He's talking about his one best friend that he went fishing with twice. Who lives in a
nigga, I'm talking about the locker room that the nigga grew up with. I'm telling you, there's other niggas that was watching this match from home and they didn't see the fucking retirement speeches. So now you got to go back to the clubhouse, with your niggas like, they didn't really fuck with you, nigga. They cut your shit off. Like, you know how pissed I would be, nigga? Like, do you understand how mad I would be, nigga? It's fuck y'all, nigga. I got to go back to the boys and like, yeah, you got a tie around your waist and they didn't fuck with your speech? Nah, nigga.
I don't want to be that guy, but we gave this talk a lot more time than any of his matches or the speech.
It was fun. It was fun. Let's get out of here real quick. Just going to highlight some moments this week, and then we'll get into Evolution. Raw. First things first. Naomi's promos was fire. She came out in her, I think, like newsprint gear. Mm-hmm. That shit was fucking fire.
Bought a shirt.
One of the things that she said in the promo that kind of got me is that she was like, "I ain't betray you, Bianca. I outgrew you," and I was like, I like that shit. I like that.
Get your shit off.
You want me as a third wheel, as a flunky. Yeah, like you didn't appreciate the space that you had me in, so I had to like break out and shake. And then I told Io, I don't know what you said.
She didn't. She don't speak Japanese.
Io said the shit in English, nigga.
Oh yeah.
So like, so when I see the clips, nigga, I didn't watch Raw on time. I watched it the next day, and I was like, okay, let me just like, I'm not gonna pay attention to what the fuck is going on. I said maybe Io said some shit in Japanese, cool. But Io said it in English. I was like, Hey, these niggas might got a point.
Yeah, I didn't take any notes on the show because I thought we were literally just doing Evolution, so I forgot. But I still don't think it's as bad as like the Carlito shit or whatever.
No. Yeah, it's still crazy, but it's not as bad. It's still crazy, but it's as a nigga whose favorite movie is Rush Hour, I was like, I knew where she was going, but it's still crazy. Like I understand, I get it. I get why niggas may be mad for sure.
Hey, it was great. I'm sorry. I was fucking with it. I was fucking with it. I was fucking with it. Call me what you want.
It
Call me what you want.
that sets up a SummerSlam match, and we're getting another triple threat, which I'm expecting is going to be amazing. So,
But why is Rhea in here? She's not the champion.
she's not the
Bro,
champion,
but
but
she
No. I'm just hype, nigga. I'm asking a theoretical question.
she was in the
I
match.
know why.
She got screwed over. She was in the match. She's been trying to beat EO. She has yet to ever beat EO. And this, and she did. I mean, she did something that she's never done. Naomi pinned EO. That's something that Rhea has never done. So, like, if you think about the star power, and you do just lazy wrestling, connecting the dots, then it makes sense to just make it a triple threat because Rhea needs to be on this card. And we talk about SummerSlam cards, because Bailey needs to be on this card. We can talk about that later.
Boy.
But yeah, Rhea needs to be on this card, and Io needs to be on this card. So what do? You just put a triple threat with the woman who screwed both of them, and we see what happens.
I just think like true rematch clauses don't really apply anymore because Rhea can just insert her way into anything.
No, I mean, technically WWE, and this was in the VK, but I want to say it was like 2018 or something. Like technically, they got rid of the instant rematch clause. Like there's some characters that still do it, but technically they got rid of it to where it's like if DT beats me for the title, I can't just automatically say, all right, I want my rematch now. It's with some characters it still works, but yeah, no, technically they got rid of that rematch clause. Which is why Jay didn't get an instant rematch with Gunther. Jay could have if this was like 2016, Jay
disrespectful.
He would have got a rematch that next week or something like that. So.
Well, it should be a good match. I don't expect it to be a bad match at all. I do expect Naomi to retain. If she does not retain, get ready to burn this bitch on fire.
Oh, I'm gonna turn up. I'm turning. But also, transparently, that's why I bought the shirt. And that's
crazy.
I told Jazz, I said, look, you might want to buy the shirt because you just don't know. You just don't know. But I think for story purposes, Hero said she pinned Io, so she should pin Rhea now at this point. Yeah. And then that way Rhea still doesn't get pinned by Io again. And now, yeah. But after that, she need to get Rhea and Io, they got to go duke it out. Y'all got to go duke it out for number one contender or something because y'all can't keep triple threatening us to death. I mean, y'all can because it was beautiful, but same time.
Yeah, and, keeping in the realm of pins, needing two of them to take out your opponent to secure your match or secure your title shot. Bailey and Lyra had a 2 out of 3 falls match. I love these fucking matches. This stipulation is probably one of my favorites. I do just like it in like this era of TV because like that first pin's always really fucking quick. But overall, I do love these matches, and they did not disappoint at all. Like I think
what
back half in my notes in particular, that final half where it was 1-1, they was fucking duking it out. I liked it.
I was just disappointed by the result, transparently.
For like Bailey losing?
Yeah, that shit broke my heart. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not saying run the triple threat back immediately, but I am kind of. Bailey needs to be on the SummerSlam card. There was like some teasing when Cardi B was like tweeting and stuff, and like other wrestlers were tweeting.
I do not want to see Bailey with Cardi B. Don't do
that. When it talks about celebrities, I'd rather see celebrities that are dedicated. To go back to what DT was saying last week. But all I know is Bailey needs to be on this card. She wasn't at Mania. She needs to be on this card. So
how do you get her on the card in 2 weeks?
I don't give a fuck how you do it.
Have her fight Julia. Julia said she'd be upset. She'd feel like a failure if she wasn't on a 2-night SummerSlam. She's fucking United States champion. She hasn't defended yet. Give us Bailey and Julia. That's a banger. It could be a one-off. It could be a one-off because they're on separate shows. That's the easiest way to just make any it's quote unquote lazy because there's no build to it, but that's Bailey needs to be on this card and Julia should be on this card. It's a 2-night show.
I'm putting my hand up because I don't like that idea, because you're automatically giving Bailey a loss. Like she has no shot based
Yeah.
on booking because you're not gonna have her take that belt off of Julia, and then she's on SmackDown now. You're not gonna do it. So
I mean, you could.
Either way, she's in a lose-lose situation. Bailey's not going to be the Intercontinental Champion either, though. Like I don't think you take that off of Becky.
She
why
needs
would
to be in. She needs to be on this card, and it's too short to start a new storyline unless it was like with someone like a Julia. She could show up next week SmackDown for open challenge. Julia cheats or something. There you go. You have a match. Yeah, sure. Bailey's going to lose, but she's on the card, and Julia's on the card. You have women on the card in a match that's not about a Royale or a 6-8 woman tag or anything like that.
give me? I got two options. Give me the she gets injured and written off. Lyra. Bailey turns heel. Yeah, I know Becky's heel, but Bailey turns heel to do the shit to Lyra that Lyra has been accusing her of backstabbing her. Or she pulls a Rhea and just writes her name on the contract. Because at this
Honestly,
point,
I'd be fine with that too.
at this point, bro, yeah. Listen, if she's not there, fuck it.
Guest referee?
Ooh. But is she participating though?
Technically.
Yeah, but it ain't the same.
And I don't see how she could evenly like be a guest referee either. Because you don't want either one of them to win. You wanted the belt. So putting you as a ref is kind of like, why?
Becky could put what is her submission? I forgot.
Disarm her.
Put Lyra in a disarmer and Bailey just turns her back. That could be a non-finish finish.
I'm not mad at it. My only, I'm not mad at that. The only thing that's saying like no is that we just had the Cena and Cody force sign, and we've also had multiple. And I like special guest referee matches. I remember earlier on the show, I was like, we should have more of these. And ever since I said that, we had the Seth one, we had Bianca twice.
Mm-hmm.
Punk.
I don't know if we had Punk for one. Yeah, so it's like I mean, I'd be fine with it, but it's like, all right, now you guys are kind of like, I don't want you to run the trend into the ground. Like, shit. I don't want to get tired of it. I'm finally glad it's back, so I don't want to get tired of it. But I don't know. I just need Bailey on the card. So if it was a referee, I would settle for that. But honestly, I'm of the just run the triple threat back. Shit, fuck it. Put it in the cage.
Can we get an Iron Woman?
That'd be dope. A triple threat Iron Woman that's never happened before. Give it to me. I want to see it.
That sounds fire.
Matter of fact, we'll hop on 2K after the show. Let's get it.
That sounds fire. Yeah, put him through the ringer. And speaking of that, gauntlet match closes out Monday Night Raw. We see that Braun Breaker runs the gauntlet. I want to note that the last person to run the gauntlet ended up becoming the WWE champion. Shout out to my man Cove. Are we seeing that process happen where it's like, hey, we trust you enough to run through 5 different individuals? Maybe this is your ascension into like that main event level. That's exactly what it was for Cove. It's like we had to run you through that bitch to see if people really like fuck with you.
Well, it's funny because he didn't even win that gauntlet. It was the tag gauntlet that got him that final match finally, and then also Seth won a gauntlet that had him fight Brock Lesnar, which that shit was fire too. But to answer your question, I think it's a little bit of both. And when I say both, I think it's them trusting him, and I think it's also still a test where it's like, I mean, they've clearly put the rocket to him since his debut on NXT 2.0. And he's steady, like had opportunity, and he has not failed. He keeps shining, and so I think it's a little bit of both. Where it's like, all right, we're gonna put you in here. You're gonna work. I don't know how long it was that he was active. Maybe 30 minutes, so maybe longer or less. I don't know. But he's working with good workers. I think it's a little bit of both. Of like, yeah, we're trusting you to do this, but also This is still a little test, just to be like, all right, let's see
Yeah,
how much you have in the
let's see what you
tank.
got.
You know, let's see how you work with all these different styles in like one setting. You know, yeah.
That nigga speared the fuck out of Penta. That shit was fucking fire. That shit was fire as fuck. Also, Jey Uso ran his entrance twice, and I was like, I ain't never seen no shit like that before. I ain't never seen a nigga like
middle of the
match. Never seen that. That shit was fucking funny. I was like, why is he doing it with his fingers? And his music hit. I was like, oh, this nigga is on some. He's something else.
That's different, bro. I fucking love it, bro.
I was like, you gonna dive with a nigga, slide back in the ring, and then look at the hard cam and tell him play your music again? Crazy. To say all that, we see that Punk ends up winning the gauntlet. They end up jumping Punk and Jey Uso and whatnot, and then we hear the theme song of the one, the only, the needle mover. The Tribal Chief is back. Roman Reigns back in the OTC 1 shirt, which I don't.
It doesn't make a lick of sense. That is a Florida thought. That is a thought from a person that only can live in Florida.
I was like,
if Cody's QB1,
y'all?
I gotta be the OTC.
I'm OTC one.
Yeah, I like that.
Now, from our residential Tribal Chief fandom, the man who has dual residency in our current city and on the island relevancy, Mr. DT.
OTC3.
What did you feel? OTC 3.
Jesus Christ. Please do not try to make that stick, bro. Please don't. Please do not try to make that
Mr.
stick.
Stilio Ablela. Bro, I can make a lot of things too. Pause.
OTC 3.
Wow. Transparently, I saw that shirt and I said, why? Why would you do that? This is probably like one of, I don't know of many, because I think about all the shirts that he's had.
OTC 3.
Oh my God.
Oracle the Third. So you have Barbara, you got Paul Heyman. You the third Oracle, OTC 3. We got to get this nigga the shirt.
Bro, I like
Oracle the Third.
The third Oracle, bro. That sounds like a nice book, bro. That sounds like a book I would read.
That nigga can no longer tell the future no more. He don't get full vision. He get glimpses of him.
I get a third. I get a third of the vision.
Get a third.
I can only see a third of the future.
Third of the future.
You might get the beginning, the middle, or the end, but you ain't getting all three.
That's the worst. That is the worst power ever.
Like, I don't know. I only saw the first one act. I don't
know. At some point, there will be a snake in your boot. I just don't know when.
Oh God. Oh, you guys suck. The shirt sucks. The shirt is bad. We were watching it, and they set them up for the double tsunami, and I'm like, all right, music anytime now. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, music anytime. She's like, what, somebody supposed to be coming out? I said, yes. They need to hit this music before Bronson get on this top rope.
Right.
And then the music hits, and she goes, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah, like we knew he was coming. We just didn't know when. That was a third of my vision. We knew he was coming. I just didn't know what part of the show he was coming in. Pause. It's cool, man. Transparently, I didn't get that excited this time. I just didn't. And I just did not. I mean, shout out to all the fans that got to see Roman in real life. That's cool. But yeah, I just didn't,
for sure.
I didn't get. Let's say this: I was more excited about the ending of Evolution than I was about the Tribal Chief coming back.
I mean, that to me, that's
because that was a true swerve. Yeah, that's
the reaction.
But that does say a lot.
Yeah, the reaction
that does say a lot.
The reaction that Evolution garnered from me was nowhere near in the same stratosphere. Like, it was completely far up and away. So I was like, all right, cool. Roman's back. We knew he was coming at some point because it's SummerSlam. So cool. He's gonna be here for SummerSlam, and he's gonna shoot Street Fighter with the rest.
Like we all predicted.
With the rest of WWE. So I don't.
A third of the predictions.
Yeah,
It's just him and Cody.
Nigga, it's like 8 other niggas in that movie from WWE.
No, just him and Cody, and then there's one New Japan wrestler.
Well, we'll see.
But real quick, breaking news. So TNA's Slammiversary has officially sold out, and they're gonna actually try to add more seating.
Hey.
They did add more seating.
Or they? Oh yeah. Oh, this is
Yeah,
4
they
hours
did.
ago. Never mind. I ain't breaking. Bro, Elon be fucking up my bro. I didn't look up. Yeah, that was 4 hours ago. Anyway,
Yeah, shout out to Slammiversary. Shout out to AJ Styles being booked for Slammiversary. Like, I'm happy to see them like get this. Like, that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
I would assume that Trick is also coming off the TNT or TNA title because that's fucking crazy to me. But
yeah.
Hopefully they have a
they're in
good
a
fucking
triple
show.
threat. I'm assuming he loses, and then whoever wins that will fight AJ later. Because I think AJ is only going to make an appearance. Unless they book a match then and there.
Did I just hear y'all predict that Trick and A champion is gonna lose? Y'all niggas ain't fucking with Trick Willie?
Oh, I love Trick Willie, but he's held on to the title for a month or two.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
And
Talk about what?
it's one of his catchphrases.
Yeah.
oh, you see, I'm not tuned in. I don't know.
No. It's about time for Trick to pass it up. I think he's had it for like a month or so. Looks good on him. I mean,
Yeah.
Gold looks good on him, but So.
I don't know enough about Trick Williams' game to say anything, so I'm just gonna say salute to the young boy.
All right. Well, he should be on the main roster here at the end of August. So
On the main roster or at the bottom of the roster?
I said the main roster.
My ear.
No, I
didn't hear
I
you.
said the main roster by you hating.
I didn't say nothing.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah,
I was just making sure that I caught that correctly.
All right. Niggas crazy.
What do we have any predictions on like what Roman's gonna do? Like, what's the purpose of it? Like,
It's either so right now
is he saving Punk?
No,
Like,
he was saving
hesitant
Jay.
with Punk. Well, no, he was saving Jay, but he was hesitant to save Punk. Like, what's his role going to be with Punk going forward? Like,
I think his role with Punk is still going to be, bitter frenemies at the moment until they ever have a match, if they ever do have a match. But it seems like they're setting up a tag match with Jay and Roman versus. A lot of people have been calling Seth's faction the Empire. I don't know if that's how accurate that is, nor is it good or original because you got Star Wars. But we will probably see a tag with Roman and Jay versus Braun and Braun. But
yeah, I think they're foreshadowing that.
yeah.
Okay.
Ugh.
I guess we could just jump into the Saturday Night Main Event. Although I do want to shout out to Athena. Her promo was fucking dope this week on AEW. So shout out to her. But let's pivot real quick and jump into Evolution.
Oh, I
If
thought
you
you
will.
wanted to talk about Dynamite and SmackDown. The bullet
No, that's
points.
fine. It's okay. Unless you had something you really want to get off your chest on SmackDown.
No.
John Cena is scheduled to face Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. Cody Rhodes forced the signature with an unconscious John Cena hand. John was very weird in this promo to where he was kind of like, I don't have the time. We could just do this rematch later. It was very baby faces like of a promo with him until he got attacked. It's in a street fight too. And when it comes to street fights, it's usually bloodline shenanigans attached to it. So yeah, I don't have any expectations for this match. I'm not saying it's going to be neither good or bad. I just don't have any emotional investment in this current match.
I think it will be better than their Mania match. Other than that, I don't
I
know.
hope so. I hope so.
Yeah.
Just, dear God. Okay, just real quick
You
while
sound
we're
like
here.
AJ Styles.
Yeah, just praying to beat Dominic Mysterio's ass.
Please make
Um,
sure he's clear.
people are hysterically assuming
The
that
heel.
The Rock is going to show up because Cody
Oh,
wore the glasses and the watch. I'm gonna just get out in front of this right now. Dewey needs to just keep making movies. We did this shit already. I don't like that people are getting excited that he might come back. Did y'all forget what just happened? Not even 5 months. It hasn't even been a half a year since this nigga fucked us. Like, did we forget? Did we forget? Did we
yes,
forget
nigga.
that?
That's how they are, nigga. I
No,
didn't forget. That
no,
nigga's funny.
no,
That can give you all the mana, nigga.
no. Um, I'm good, bruh. And
That sounds crazy on the audio too. My bad, y'all.
it sounds like you're smacking cheeks. I'm good. I'm good. But because it is a street fight and John Cena is not losing that belt at SummerSlam, someone will interfere. Someone will help John Cena win. We don't know who, but there will be some sort of interference. And God, please do not let it be Dwayne Johnson. That is all.
Fiend.
He need to worry about clips.
What are you supposed to
So
worry
be it.
about?
So be it.
He can't out rap him. Honestly, the best thing he can do is ignore him.
That is, and you know, the best way to ignore them niggas is to be in a SummerSlam pay per view. I'll tell you that right now. Get out of the grab game right now.
If only someone else would have took that same advice last year. Anyways.
Tell you what I didn't miss. This great ass fucking pay per view we have.
Talk about it.
Now, off rip. Probably the best PLE I've seen this year. Not probably. Is the best PLE I've seen this year.
Mm-hmm.
Probably last year too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping it a stack with you, bro. I loved everything about this match. Even like when it was like the NXT match, I'm not tapped in. I still had a blast watching that match. Like everything about this from top to bottom, smoke fest. And you want to know why, in my personal opinion, why I feel like I liked it a lot? No interference. Very little matches had like a DQ or an interference that didn't make any sense, right? Yeah. Everything was straightforward. I love it when there's no fucking like weird ass like shenanigans. Like we didn't get no clear cut winner with XYZ. This shit was fucking cold, bro, all the way through. I fuck with it.
I personally, in my humble opinion, I want to virtually take my hat off and salute. There was some of the best wrestling that I have watched from beginning to end with one minor hiccup, but everything else was so fire. Like I was like it. That Sunday made me happy. It made me proud to be a wrestling fan. To see them go out there and just dominate the show. The crowd was into it. Clearly they were into it. Like it was fucking fantastic. I wish I could have been there live in person.
Nigga, I fuck with this shit so much, nigga. I didn't have notes. This is off the dome. All this shit is like I remember everything that happened. My bad, Hero. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. That's no. I mean, both of you guys said everything. I mean, yeah. I feel like now that we're days removed, there is no recency bias. Like this was the best PLE, and I'll say pay-per-view as far as like just top to bottom. Every match was good. I wasn't upset with anything. Like you said, there wasn't too many shenanigans. There was a little bit, but like nothing crazy, nothing that didn't make any sense. The ending of the show was not predicted.
Oh my god!
Was like the whole show was amazing. Yeah, the whole show was amazing. Every match was good, man. They started it off with a bang and they ended it with a bang, and yeah, I'm ready to talk about it.
We watched it, and literally, I think that the last 30 minutes of the show, like Hero was there, I had goosebumps the whole time, like the entire time, like my legs, arms, everything, goosebumps the whole time.
That's a fact. Because he even turned off the AC. And I was like, it ain't that cold, bro. But yeah, yeah.
Ah, that shit was so fire. That shit was fucking amazing.
All right, let's talk about Evolution. First matchup: Bailey, Becky, Lyra, IC on the line. To be honest, I thought Lyra was coming out with this one. I was hoping Lyra came out with this one. Still got a really good fucking match. I thought this match was hard. Yeah, I got nothing. I have nothing negative to say about any of this shit. So it's gonna be a lot of praise for sure.
Yeah, we all chose different winners for
We
this. This match was absolutely amazing. So before they announced that Io and Rhea were going to main event, which I want to say they didn't announce that until maybe Thursday or Friday before the show. I assume that this would have been the main event, mostly because not only just work rate, but storyline. Because this is, out of all the matches, this had the biggest storyline and the most like thought out. Granted, Io and Rhea also have a storyline, but don't tell that to certain people. So I assume this was going to be the main event, but this being the start of the show was absolutely amazing, and it was a really good decision.
Great choice.
And I didn't write down any spots. Like I didn't write down any spots for any of these matches. I was so enthralled with the show. The show was so good. One of the things I did note though was that it's rare to see in a triple threat, whether it's men, women, or whatever, like not one single time in this match did the fans ask for tables. And
Yeah.
I was legitimately fucking shocked. And I loved it. And I don't think there wasn't any weapons involved at all. For it to be a triple threat, no DQ, no rules type of thing. They went outside. They stayed in the ring, but like this was one of those matches where even though there's 3 people, this was real graps. This is another good ass triple threat. It's on my list for like when we go through the year of like our favorite matches. It's either going to be in the category of just best match overall, or it's going to be in the category of best women's match. Like either way, it's going to be nominated for something for my list because of how good this match was.
And to side note, crowd was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard that like night of they made the tickets more affordable so you got some real fucking fans in there, and it felt like that energy was back. It felt like those were real fans who loved wrestling, bro. Like just it was just great to see that atmosphere of like you mentioned, like there was nobody asked for tables because they just appreciated the women and the women wrestling. Like these were it felt like real fans was back for a little bit. Yeah, I have like, bro. It was just a good night overall, for sure. Like whatever they did here should definitely replicate that feeling. DT, what was your thoughts on the match?
I think first of all, outstanding match. It felt like everyone was hitting hard. It wasn't like too crazy over the top. And to Hero's point, I didn't even realize they didn't ask for tables. I think what not caught me off guard, but was pleasantly surprising was I think this was the match that they started the "This is Wrestling" chants. And those chants carried through the night. And like it was a fantastic atmosphere.
They just want the graps.
We popped at like the pop. Even talking about it, I'm starting to get goosebumps. The crowd popped at the places they were supposed to pop at. I wanted Bailey to win, but like when Becky pulled it out, I was like, I can't even be mad. Like I can't be mad. Like
Amazing pin. That pin was like the fluidity of it.
Yes. They showed the fuck out. They showed out. They showed out. And that's how you start a fucking show. Like they literally were like, all right, top this. And like they went out there and just fucking delivered.
Set the tempo.
They fucking delivered.
As far also the other note I had was as far as chants, they chanted "This is awesome" 3 different times in this match alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like and that's on top of "This is wrestling." Like this match got so many different chants in. I didn't know this, but I guess Atlanta is Bailey's like second home because they were treating her like the hometown hero. Like there was fans for like there were signs about for Bailey. They're like the way they were chanting for Bailey, and they chanted for all 3 women at some point. But the way that the fans were chanting for Bailey, like you would have thought Bailey was from Atlanta. Like
Mm-hmm.
she. I mean, all 3 women are stars. Like we're talking about 2 of the 4 horsewomen who are helping Elira, who's still like in her rookie year of the main roster, so she's getting all sorts of rubs, paws. It just a great showing and like like just real graps. Like this was as a triple threat, they could have put in all sorts of weapons and all sorts of shenanigans, but like it was just
Straight
like
hands and feet.
just yeah.
I think that goes to the credit of the name of like Evolution, to where like we don't need to do that. We can be just like you motherfuckers and ball the fuck out without doing it. This is up there with the equivalent of like, ooh, and I say this, and this comes with a lot of praise, but the Drew Gunther Sheamus triple threat, like where like it's just we're gonna beat the fuck out of each other. Like it felt like that kind of energy, and I love that for them. Like they showed you that we can fucking do that. Like this is wrestling chants were not like that's not what's the word I'm looking for? It's
They weren't trying to demean any other company or any other place or any other match.
no, not at all,
Like,
not at all.
Like, they were just like this was.
This is
It's one
what
of
we
those
wanted
moments-
to see.
This is what we want, bro.
Yes.
Like
This is what we want, especially from
Nick,
women's
like, this is-
wrestling. Like
we
like,
want to see this shit.
Yeah.
They can do this. That's all I asked for, bro. It's just scraps, and they gave it to me all throughout this goddamn pay per view. I'm cool. The next match up was the JC Jane and Jordan Grace match. Once again, I'm not too familiar with NXT. I am familiar with Jordan Grace just because of who Jordan Grace is. But I came out of this like, oh, JC Jane can actually like can go down too.
Mm-hmm.
She can go too. I'm super unfamiliar. But I was thoroughly like or pleasantly surprised with how this match was and with the way they were moving. We saw that Jordan Grace came out with Blake Monroe, formerly Mariah May, and like they have some kind of program going on in NXT right now.
Yeah.
I believe she was in Jordan Grace's corner. Once again, I don't have any story to like tie this to, but it just seems from what I'm gathering is that there's a don't trust Blake Monroe thing going on right now because she may be looking to be the NXT Women's Champion.
Yeah, they were kind of paired together. Like Blake Morgan kind of like nestled up next to Jordan Grace and was what did I say?
You said Morgan.
My bad.
I wasn't trying to correct you. I was just
no. That's no. Yeah, no. It sounded wrong, but it didn't register. Yeah. So Blake was trying to nestle up to Jordan Grace and was calling her muscle muffin, like a pet name, and they were you know okay. she played the lines, she blurred the lines a little bit, and they had a little program going for a couple weeks, and then
this was a tag match at Great American Bash where they were tag teams
just the night before,
each other, and Blake got the pin over the champion JC, and also that week. Last week on NXT, they had a good, what do you call it? It wasn't a montage, but they had a good vignette video of them doing some odd couple type shit towards like, I know you like to work out, but let's focus on your booty. Let's do Manny Petty type of thing. Like, so they were like, so the fact that they did this turn, this like literally just like within 2 weeks is kind of surprising, but also like Blake, aka FKA Mariah, she kind of works better as a heel. We did get to see her work as a face a little bit, but all this is eventually shifting tides to eventually JG Jordan Grace, who's going to come to the main roster. JC has been in NXT for a very long time. She was part of the Mandy Rose group with Gigi Dolan, Toxic Attraction. So like she's been in NXT for a while. So this is her first time getting the ball. And everyone thought she was going to be transitional. I'll admit I was one of those people.
As was I.
Yeah, and she retained. She retained on a big stage, and now she's going to fight at Slammiversary against Misha. Cannot remember her last name for title.
Slamovich.
Samovich.
Yeah,
Slamovich.
Slamovich.
So that's a good look for her. But also, yeah, as DT was saying, like there was 3 other women just on the ringside that were also getting looks. Blake Monroe, one of them. Yeah, no, it was a good match. I called JG winning this one, and I was pleasantly surprised that JC retained. And JC looked good. She did not look transitional. So for all the people that were hating, myself included, well, I wouldn't say I was hating. I just called it transitional. But for all the actual haters, like people that was actually hating, like no, like she shut them up. Like she belongs in the ecosystem to some degree.
JC retains by Monroe hitting her in the back with the belt.
Yep.
And that's how she gets the wins. I just wanted to let the audience know how that happened. Tag team. Bliss, Flair. What you got, DG?
Real quick, by this match, something stuck out to me. And I was like, oh shit. I haven't seen a male ref. By the third match is when I noticed it was female ref, female ref, female ref. And I was like, I wonder if they keep this going because they only had a couple, so they were going in between the two. So just real quick, I definitely want to shout out the refs because they're an integral part of the match. And for them being able to control the matches all the way through, the number of matches that they had to be a part of, still remember their spots, remember the calls, all of those things. Fantastic fucking job. So that I'll back.
Women's Tag Team Championship match. Bliss, Charlotte Flair, Raquel, Roxanne, Asuka, Kyrie, Sol Rook, and Zarya.
Fire match.
Gas.
Fire match.
Yeah, heat.
Gas.
Just heat.
I'm shooting a lot of not a lot of credit, but I'm gonna ISO real quick and give a lot of props to Raquel. Like she's been, I think there was a tweet that she had said from Kevin Nash about her playing big, and she's been playing big. And it's been like,
she took the criticism. She didn't take it as like taking a shot. Like she was like, all right, if I used to be called Big Mommy Cool, if Kevin Nash, big sexy cool, whatever, if he's telling me I need to work bigger, I'm gonna take the feedback. I'm gonna implement it.
Yeah,
and she did that. And like, I'm seeing so many different tweets. Be like, oh man, Kevin Nash just saved her career. Like, oh Raquel, now Raquel, like I'm seeing so many like people beat up on Raquel now, and it's like, and it's she's only had 3 matches since he gave her that feedback, and she implemented it immediately, and she's looking a lot better. Like,
she looks good, because you missed that giant element in the women's sense. It's like you're not going to find women out there 6'9". I mean, you can. But like, she's the big of this roster. So I need you to be the big. I need you to play like Priest, to where you are like that dominant stature. And she has been doing that, and that's what like makes the tag team work, in my opinion, with her and Roxanne, because now it's the true big and like the little. It feels completely different than when she was doing it with Liv. And that's no knock to like Liv or anything like that, but it's just her making those adjustments and showing like the character difference and like the way she's moving, the boots, like the big boots attempt, like it's just, it all matters. So shout out to Raquel. Like she's been balling out, yo. Like she's been really balling.
She kind of wrestling like my favorite version of her, where she used to just make her back her personality.
Oh my god!
And I used to, Hero's laughing because he knows. But whenever she would come out, my favorite thing would be like, yes, show that back, because she would just get in the ring and flex her back and just look big.
Show that back.
So she's getting back.
If you guys go back to like episode like 15, 13, something around there, you'll hear me quote DT like, show me that back. Gotta love that back. Show me that back. Flex that back. But yeah, no, Sol Ruka, amazing.
Fire.
Had a dope ass soul snatcher. Zarya. She looked great. Can't wait for her to get like more time, because she's also from Australia,
Mhm.
I want her to have this. I want her to eventually have a similar dynamic that Lyra and Becky have with her and Rhea. Granted that the actual personal relationships might be different, but I would like them to have a similar dynamic at some point. Just be like, hey, we're both from Australia, blah blah blah. But she looked great, great spear, even though it was on her own partner. But she showed out. Let's talk about. I mean, we can talk about the. I can talk about the Kabuki Warriors all day, but obviously Kyrie's timing is still a little off. But
Mhm.
as a team, they still look great.
Yep.
Asuka's
Oscar.
absolutely
Oscars.
amazing. Like
Yep.
love Kana Chan. Like the everything I say about Penta, I will double for Asuka. Asuka is cool as shit. Just looking at her
Might be even more.
might be more, but because like
Mhm.
Like,
she's cool as fuck. Like Asuka is so cool. Like if I could only choose one person to hang out with in wrestling, I probably would choose Asuka, just because I know
The
she plays video games and I know she's cool as shit.
the
So,
the definition of hands and feet.
oh yeah, oh
The
absolutely.
the definition.
But
Mhm.
I don't think she has any flaws, bro. I think when you look at Oscar's like style and how she wrestles and where she's placed, to where she's in tags, she's in singles, like she could be in triple threats. Like she has no weakness to the game, bro.
Mhm.
Like,
her only weakness is her promo, and that's if you consider not speaking English a weakness. You know,
yeah, and I
like
don't.
yeah, I don't.
No.
Like,
I don't either.
Yeah.
Please give me subtitles. I don't give a shit.
I like
You know,
nigga. I
but
don't give a damn if you
okay.
say anything.
So DT specifically asked me to take this note down. So let's talk about Alexa and Charlotte for just a second.
Oh
So
yes. Yeah.
ISO.
so
Hmm.
there was a point in the match where the crowd was clamoring for Charlotte.
So
We were
dope.
getting we want Charlotte chance. They were
Hmm.
getting she was just getting chance in general. She wasn't getting booed, and
Hmm.
a lot of people are saying like it's just because of the pairing of the two, which that is a huge part. But
I think it is.
I don't want to speak for DT, but I think this is me lobbing it. I think a part of it is also the article that came out that we didn't really get to speak on last week. And
Hmm.
DT, if you want to
Mm.
elaborate, please.
Yeah, I think just real quick to go back in time, like obviously when they were promoting her for Royal Rumble, everyone was like, "Oh my God, here she comes, jumping the line, getting the belt." It's Charlotte Flair, same thing, da 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 da. And of course, she wins the Rumble. People are pissed. She comes back and she tries to be a face and talk about how happy she was. And I think her whole this whole run so far to this point, she just wanted people to understand how appreciative she was to be able to wrestle and get her mind off of the shit that has been clouding her for God knows how long. And she couldn't do that to the fans because people were too busy booing Charlotte and not listening for Ashley. And so I think by her doing the interview she did, having a little squabble with Tiffany, and then getting a chance to speak, quote unquote, uninterrupted on the Players Tribune, allowed people to be like, oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, we might hate the character, but she is still a person that has gone through a lot. And I think she let a lot of her guard down in that article, and then to be able to do that and at the same time on television, um, translate that over so that people could still see that she was trying to show a different side of her, allowed the fans to, even if it was just for this little run that she's in with Alexa, for people to view her differently so they can be as appreciative of her as she is of the fact that she's back in wrestling. So that was my main point. Like her getting the pops, and then when they did the hot tag, the way the crowd exploded, them wooing when she was getting the chops off. Everybody woos, but the woos were different. They felt different. Up to the point where she saved Alexa from damn near dying from I think it was a spear or whatever the case was. Um, there's a lot of growth to be had there, and I think the fact that she spoke on it in the Players Tribune article, along with the fact that it's playing out in her character live on television, is going to give her the opportunity to try to be a face or have that chance to get admiration, and kind of, quell some of the hate that she's been getting. So super excited about that for her.
I think we had mentioned it before where she needed somebody on the side to soften her image.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this like a while ago, back when like the reception for her wasn't the best, right? And I think the conversation around the time is that we just haven't seen that side of Charlotte like at all. So to see like the Shield come down with the Players Tribune article, you kind of see the person behind the character. Definitely helped out a lot. I will give you credit with that, or give her credit with that. But I also will still kind of stand pat with the way they booked that in the Rumble wasn't the best way to do that, because we were already anticipating other women who should have won that, or should have won that match in general. So WWE didn't do or booking didn't do her any favors by putting her in that position in the first place. Because you already, after Rumble, you're already pissed off. So when she goes in to face Tiffy, you already have the boos because people are like, we don't want to see you fight Tiffy. So booking in general, I would say slightly kind of like put her in a weird situation. But to quickly kind of like recoup and bounce back and kind of figure out what she needed, which was, hey, we got to peel back this character a little bit. We have to put you next to somebody that you don't really want to be, but build a story of y'all slowly starting to like, figure each other out. Because this past like SmackDown before then, she's like not hesitant to trust Bliss, but more so like, I guess it's kind of work. It's like we kind of like each other. I think Bliss had a shirt that on this week's SmackDown where it's like, we're not friends or whatnot.
Yeah, that's
like,
their
so
shirt.
they're playing this frenemies thing, or friends or enemies to friends kind of like tag team. And I think that's going to work great. I think that if they play it out correctly, and if I'm not the Oracle here, but if
neither am I, apparently.
I mean, you get third though.
Yeah, you third.
You get third of a vision.
Oh my
you
God.
get third of a vision. I don't get none of that. I wish I had a third of the vision. Maybe.
Did you know his favorite band was Three Doors? Three
Doors Down?
Because he can only see third of the future.
Hey, what's your finisher in 2K, the Three Amigos?
How about this? Both of y'all sweeter than Tres Leche. That's what it is.
Yeah. You do seem like a man who like Tres
Leche.
Yeah, sweet ass niggas. Come on, man. Let's stay on topic, bro.
Anywho, shout out to Charlotte. I do like the Bliss thing. The image is working. Hopefully, it's a face turn for her and a heel turn for Bliss. But yeah, I love what they've been doing. Like it's been working. It's been one of the bright spots on SmackDown. Has been seeing how their chemistry is like, working out.
Judgment Day retains.
Yes, Roxanne and Raquel retain by pinning Sol Ruca.
Which is
let's
fair.
get into
she can get pinned.
I mean,
you good girl.
Yeah, she's a double champ.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
you'll be fine. Stratton, Trish.
Banger. I was fucking with it.
This is where we see the division. I can tell by Jay.
No.
Is it?
No. This ain't it.
Oh, okay.
This is not it. I will say it was still a great match. It wasn't like my favorite of the show by far, but it was still a great match, and I was more impressed with Trish.
Mm-hmm.
Trish had the motor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
she was going. I know when she got back to the locker room, she was hurting though.
Tiffy,
you know, like when you go out to play basketball, you ain't hooped in a real long time. That next day you wake up. I know Trish woke up on fuego because she was going crazy. You won every game you had, but that next morning when you wake up,
you're paying for it.
For sure. I honestly thought Trish was going to win this. I'm not going to hold you. There was moments where I was like, okay, Trish might actually come out with this belt. But But shout out to Tiffy. Tiffy's been in the matches where she has locked in. She has fucking locked in, yo, and she looked good here. Passing off to the team here, though. What was the thoughts with this match?
I was thoroughly entertained. I thought there were moments where Tiffy did a lot of the carrying for some of those moves.
Yeah,
you could see it. So,
Stratisfaction.
Yeah, so I definitely want to shout out Tiffy for that because she helped carry that match in a way that made Trish Stratus look even better than she probably would have looked if it wasn't her. So, but to me, shit, this is another banger because Trish had the match with Becky that was fucking fire. I think was that a cage match?
Yeah, that was a cage match when Zoe Stark I think switched up afterward.
Yeah, that was a fucking the thank you Trish match. Yeah, that match was fire too. So, Trish for me is 2 and 3 in her last matches. The tag match with Tiffy wasn't that great to me, but it is what it is. But this one was really great in my opinion. So that hey.
Trish had a Hurricanrana spot where she threw Tiffy off the apron, and I was like, "Damn, that shit was fucking crazy." Like, I feel bad and also sad at the same time. Where like Trish was able to do this and just never had the opportunity to do it back when she was like in her, her shit.
She had to go show her body off and fucking.
I mean,
yeah. Like her and Lita were able to put on a couple bangers, but like.
Yeah,
not like no, they weren't able to like really go this hard, which is another reason why a lot of these vets are coming back. Like, we'll talk about Nikki Bella in a second, but she just had another interview on E! News that came out today where she pretty much saying is like, I'm trying to like not
wrestle.
I'm trying to wrestle. Like I'm seeing all these awesome ass wrestlers, and I know I'm not inspired. I'm not at their level, but I know I can be. Like seeing like I want to do like cool shit. I want to be able to wrestle. I don't want to just show my figure and blah blah blah. Like I want to actually like get in the ring and like get scrappy.
I want to hoop.
Yeah, I want to hoop.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there was the show had nothing but hoopers. Like.
Balling.
As far as this match goes, just so we can move on. I also the match was good. Tiffany looked great. Tiffany obviously had to be the heel in this one, which she is way more comfortable as being the heel, which I feel like that adds to why the match was as good as it was. But also, obviously, Trish has been working her ass off in her age as I don't even want to bring age into it because like there's so many men who are older than her who are still working. But as far as
Trish moves better than Punk.
Yeah, I mean as far as her age and being a mother, like she looks effing amazing. I'm not.
Trish moves way better than CM Punk.
I ain't gonna disagree with you.
Keeping it stacked. Man.
That is a fact.
She looked great, and granted, like. Out of all the criticisms for Evolution, Trish's criticism as far as how she felt like how her build went, she's the only person I'm going to like be like, okay, I 100% agree with you. I'm gonna let you cook. But with what they were given, they were able to turn chicken shit into chicken salad, as the old phrase goes. Like they made it look good. Like if there was actual more like animosity, like because they actually got time to like build a story, it would have been even better. And I feel like that can go without saying, but from what we got, it was great. It was great to me.
I could see how Bill would be mad too, because Trish got a moment to like, talk to the crowd and everything after the match and whatnot. But once again, two entirely different mediums. One's on TV and one's not on TV. So if that's how you felt about that, or if that was one thing that triggered him, I don't know, but it's just two different things.
And hers wasn't even like a goodbye speech. It was more just like giving a vet her flowers. And she's going to be back. Yeah. Like that wasn't her retirement. She didn't like leave her boots.
No.
Yeah, no. I was just piggybacking.
Maybe that was also the point too. Like this wasn't even her retirement. She got a moment. Like I can see how niggas could feel some type of way. But regardless, great fucking match between the two of them. Trish looks great. I expect we probably haven't seen the last of Trish Stratus. She'll probably be in. I just got mad. I was like, oh, Trish is probably gonna be in the Rumble. I was like, oh, Rumble's in Saudi. They neck up.
Oh, speaking of Saudi, real quick, because I saw people, because Asuka wore a full bodysuit on this show, and people were like, I saw a lot of jokes. Like, did Asuka think they were in Saudi for Evolution? So
I ain't gonna lie. I thought she was trying to get the fit off. I was like, she wasn't at Saudi.
That was
so I
a
was
fit.
like, she's trying to get the fit off.
To me, it was a fit. It was a full fit.
I ain't gonna let this bitch go to waste.
Exactly.
That's what I thought it was.
You don't let a fit go to waste? Like, no, not.
Naomi, Jade street fight. No major knock here. Only minor knock is that Bianca didn't need to be a part of this match.
That's your knock?
That's not the knock. My knock comes in the main event, but my only minor thing for this match is that I don't think Bianca should. Like, there was nothing.
Well, this is where we divide, my friend. I was not pleased with Jade's performance at all.
I remember we tweeted this too.
It
was Jade's best match,
and that is a fucking travesty. If niggas can watch that and think that is her best match,
that's fucking crazy.
That is scary. And I'm at the point now. Well, at the conclusion of this match, I was at the point where, in my mind, she does not need to be at SummerSlam. She needs to. It's cool that they let her be with Naomi and with Bianca for a whole year. She needs to go be with Rhea. She needs to go be with Rhea, wrestle with Rhea, learn from Rhea, learn how to be big and strong and sell.
She should have went to NXT.
That she should. Yeah, yes. But the cat's out of the bag. She can't go to NXT at this point. Because I said a couple of matches ago, oh, give her some time. I said at WrestleMania, give her some time. But all right, my nigga, it's SummerSlam is here in 2 weeks, and at Evolution, you had a street match where you can kind of cover some shit up by using weapons. You had a special guest referee. Was this the match that she was? This was the match I was complaining she was looking for the rub.
Yeah.
Right?
The rug?
Yeah.
The rub. So she came out in her entrance and was like trying to hype people up instead of just being her and letting them be hyped. Then she was like playing around with the table and was like, oh, what do y'all want? Y'all want tables? Niggas wasn't picking up on the fact that they were supposed to say tables. It didn't happen. It was dead quiet in there. Like, no, my nigga, no. Stop chasing the hug and go beat this. Go beat this bitch ass. Yeah. I love Naomi, happy for her, but go beat this bitch ass and make people cheer for you. You're trying to no. I'm sorry. So I'm not happy with her selling. I'm not happy with her chasing the hug or the rub for the first fucking 15 minutes of the show.
It was a short match too. It wasn't a long match at all.
It could have been shorter. Transparently, it could have even been shorter. If you would, you could have just used the stairs. Hit Naomi with a chair a bunch of times, get mad. You want to say, let's go every time because you don't have a tagline yet. Like, there's a lot of shit that at this moment I'm not happy with. There was nothing between her and Bianca. Like, even at the end when she kind of raised her hand, there was nothing. Like, I'm Gucci. I'm good. This was This was the worst match on the card to me. And it had nothing to do with Naomi, and it had nothing to do with Bianca, and that's where I'm at.
Those are all solid criticisms.
Yeah, it's solid criticism. I'm rocking with both of you guys. So, because while we're watching the show, like after this match, DT is saying everything he's saying to everyone right now. He was saying to me personally, and.
I think you got it unfiltered and raw.
I was livid.
And I heard him and I saw it. And my thing was like, okay. Jade has been becoming better and better. Like her match with Liv when she first took a loss, that was a good match. Like there was another match a little bit ago that was a good. I mean, even the match with her and Naomi at WrestleMania, it was a good match. It was cool. But I'm on record multiple times saying it's her selling, and it is.
It's her lack thereof.
The lack of selling. She is the type of person to get put in a figure four leg lock for like 10 minutes and then sell a knee for like 30 seconds and then do a kip up. Like, and because she literally just did that like the other month. Like she doesn't like she was put through like 2 tables. I think, or for sure she was put through a table. She's not selling anything. Like facial, like she doesn't sell her face. Like, and I remember saying this at least last month, or like I was like, you can't be hit in the throat and then not sell you getting hit in the throat.
You get hit in the throat, yeah.
But you're like, you get hit in the throat, but you're selling like you got hit in your kidney. And it's like, no, I saw you get hit in the throat, so you got to sell your throat. Don't sell your kidney, sell your throat. I could have used something else, but
is she the female Jeff Cobb?
Nah.
No, because he looks like a
New Japan run is fucking crazy.
He looks like a goddamn potato. No.
Just bad tape in WWE.
He is a fucking potato. Like you take a real potato and put fucking googly eyes on it. That is Jeff Cobb.
Mateo the potato? That's crazy.
Hey, put it on a shirt. TM, trademark, TM. But it's her damn selling. The match itself was good. Like she is in ring wise, she is getting better. But like after she's getting better.
Oh no, I didn't like the camera spot either. When she picked up the camera out the cameraman's hand.
Oh, that pissed me off. We didn't see no angle. Then she just threw the motherfucker from and it was a random cameraman. Oh my! You just reminded me of something that pissed me off.
Yeah, because it was clearly a fake camera. Like
it was a fake camera.
If it wasn't a fake camera, that was clearly a fake camera. And honestly, the thing that pissed me off the most was after the match, after she won, and she did the Fortnite emote where I don't know, she was like holding an AK or something. Like I was like, what
are you shooting at, my nigga? What are we doing?
Like, like I don't know. And it's like for me, it's her selling. Like she and I don't like to be critical of Jade, but I kind of have to be because you signed her as a big ass. You signed as a big free agent. They signed you. They held you off for like 4 months, and then introduce you at Mania with 2 other amazing black women talent
stars, bro,
and then gave you a tag team run so that you could learn. And she has learned her in ring versus like if you took her in ring in this match versus the in ring in that Clash of the Clash of the Castle match in Scotland or whatever versus a match in, let's just say, AEW, like in ring wise, she has been better. But her selling,
but not exponentially. It's not
exponentially, but also like it takes time with people. Like Dominic didn't exponentially get better; he just eventually just got super better. Like it took time. Like the time when he was in, getting beat up by Seth. You
can see a difference between Dom in a year span between.
He's a generational talent.
His shit with.
I'm just like, my thing is like, you can't sign with she signed with the what is it, the Paradigm Talent Agency, the acting agency. She already did an acting show where she was like a cop or something.
You know where the bag is. You know where she's going.
Right, but you can't be an actor if you can't even sell being put through a table.
You can't even act for 15 seconds.
So how am I supposed to buy you in a movie?
A feature-length film for 1 hour and 30 minutes with $150 million production?
Look, nigga. Even Ben Simmons got a max contract. Well, I'm telling you.
And then what happened?
I haven't seen him shoot a ball since Obama was president.
You haven't seen him.
They got paid off of potential. You brought Jade over because she looked like the image. She has the image, but she just does not have.
Well, no, I don't want to say she doesn't have it because her, in my opinion, her in ring is better. If you take a timestamp of
supposed to be, bro.
Her in ring is immensely better. It's the selling. If she was selling better, you guys would have we would have a different conversation right now. It is literally the selling.
Right. You're probably right. You're probably right. There's no you can be strong and put on for women and show strength and be a conquering hero and still get your ass beat. Superman,
does
the
it?
reason why the reason why I hate Superman is because he has all these powers and niggas be putting belt to ass on Superman. Every time you see this nigga fight anybody, he getting his ass beat the fuck up. But he got every power known to man. But he just selectively uses them. Like, that's why I don't like Superman. It's okay, Jade, for you to get beat the fuck up. Storm ain't never went undefeated. Niggas done turned off her water supply. Niggas done put her in an evaporator. Then took the atmosphere from Storm. Niggas done beat Storm ass.
I mean,
Storm's claustrophobic.
She lost
her powers. And she's an Omega level. She's an Omega level mutant. You can get your ass beat. It's okay.
Yeah. You're not right. You're not wrong.
It don't have to be just Nia Jax that slam you into a wall for you to start actually getting beat up. It's okay to take a couple hits.
And you know what's so fucking crazy? Is because on the back burner, like the motherfucker come behind you, Lash
is one of them ones.
Ready to go.
One of them ones.
Like
one of them ones.
Which we'll talk about in a hot
ready
second.
to fucking go.
Yeah,
so it's like you don't have time to sit here and like not necessarily waste the opportunities, but like show me something, bro. She gets a title match at SummerSlam. And what after that's Clash, so we're a year out from Clash, and I'm not seeing anything crazy from last year's Clash to this year's Clash.
What you're talking about right now? I just thought of the football analogy. It's like when the Seahawks signed Matt Flynn because he had 550 yards with the Packers one time. They signed that nigga to like a 4-year, $80 million deal, and they drafted Russell Wilson, and Russell beat him out, and they cut that nigga even though they paid him more. That's exactly what's going to happen with Lash Legend. That's what you're talking about.
I don't think it's going to go that far because they like when WWE invests in you, they invest in you. It like unless she like has like
they gave Braun a bag. They cut Braun.
Strowman?
Yes, twice
because he was getting overpaid. And also,
that's the point.
He could barely walk.
But they will also cut your ass, nigga.
Right, but if you can barely walk, eventually they can be like, "All right, we good." But look,
Ron was selling merch.
Yeah,
that nigga was Monster of Men.
Yeah, big
old SOB.
Yeah, and I like Braun. You know, I fuck with Braun tough.
Comparing Braun Strowman and Jade is absolutely wild. Let's see. Look here.
One was the WWE champion.
Listen,
Universal. Let me say this real quick. Look, what both of you were saying is not wrong, and I agree with like let's just say 80%. But I think also at the same time both of you are being a little harsh. But also at the same time, I don't agree with you being harsh because there is a reason why we're looking at Jade in particular under a microscope. You had a Goldberg run at AEW. This other company, you choose to leave. This other company signs you. They hold you off, and then they put you in a tag for a year. And then, like, where is the real vast improvements? So, like, I do understand that. My thing is, if you look at if you look at her last AEW match, you look at her first WWE match, the first Mania, and then look at this last match or the match with Liv, you can see in-ring improvements. It's everything else that goes in ring that is not like again. It's her selling. Like once she starts to sell, I think everyone is going to start to see it a little more, start to see that potential. But it's the selling because like she's one of the people that will sell. Like you can tell even though she's only lost like 2 or 3 times, you can tell she's going to lose a match because she comes out with a boo face.
She comes out defeated.
She comes out with a boo face.
She's too in her head to where like you are your superstar. I get that you are confident. You are supposed to be who you are supposed to be. But when she's not winning matches, she psychs herself out the performance. So she doesn't perform as hard because she knows she's about to lose.
Well, I mean,
it's kind of like
honestly
too good to like to sell you too good to like take the pin. Like,
well, honestly,
and I'm not saying. I'm just speculating what I'm seeing.
No, and honestly, no. To piggyback off what you're saying, like honestly, she does it when she knows she's going to win. Like when you see Jade come out, you know she's like you can tell she's going to win or lose based on how she looks at her entrance. she can sell like, oh, I know I'm about to win this match, but she ain't gonna sell shit in the fucking match. Again, you can work her knee for 10 minutes. She'll do a kip up. Like, like
and,
again,
and,
it's
and
herself.
smack her knee. Nigga,
Like,
I just saw you get it twisted. Why is hitting it supposed to do something?
like if I have you in the ankle lock for 5 minutes, you shouldn't be doing fucking handsprings without selling the ankle. So, like, again, I think it's her selling, but all the critiques you guys said is not wrong, and I agree with you. I just think it's the selling. We gotta. I don't want to say give her more time, but we do have to be a little more patient, just a little bit.
Okay, because look, I just want to reiterate, we're coming up on 2 years at this point.
Yeah,
we are coming up on 2 years, and look, I want her to succeed, and probably if somebody listens to this and they cut it up, it's gonna sound like I'm a Jade Cargill hater. It's gonna sound like I'm a hater, but I believe in her ability. She's just not showcasing it at this point, and it's like do everything else, because someone can help guide you through a match and help you look good. Niggas can help. We talk all the time. If you can't have a good match with a Becky, with a Seth, a Roman, a Bailey, like some of these people, like
Chad Gable.
Oh my God, yeah. Like at that point, it's like, okay, bro, like you got to go back to the dungeon. You need to spend more time with Nat and figure that shit out. And I'm not saying that's where she needs to.
Too big.
You can't think you too big. You can't. Just because you were a big fish in a small pond somewhere else doesn't mean you get to come over with that same mentality.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't fully think that she's on that route. I do think there is part of that. I mean, again, we can't speak. Like, none of us can speak for these people, but I don't fully think
I think
is over ego-ish, but also I do think there is an ego to an extent to where. Yeah.
Side tangent. I think that is a real thing that we're talking about here, to where people go into situations where they have the over ego, where they think that like I'm going to be the shit regardless. Like I know who I am. I know my body, my physical attributes compared to what that person over there is doing. We heard it in not just this application, but in like Osprey talking about people felt like they should have been at top of the AEW list based off of where they came from.
Mm-hmm.
That can also happen in reverse too. Jade came in knowing that she was the shit. Knew it. Because she is the shit. But the thing is, like, you just because you are the shit don't mean you can outwork somebody. There's somebody who knows that, like, I don't have it like that, that's going to work 10 times harder than you.
Yep. And do everything they can to get a little bit of shine.
Like, and that's just what it is. Mm-hmm. So, hopefully we figure it out. I'm not saying, like, I don't know. I don't not have hope in Jade turning around, but, like, you don't get as much patience as you used to, with me at least.
Almost 2 years.
Next up, well, I guess we didn't even talk about it, but Jay wins. Jay has the match at SummerSlam with Tiffy. So we'll see, how that outcome looks.
She was already going to have that match with Tiffany. This match was kind of like a grudge match.
Yeah.
It was
my bad.
Yeah. There wasn't any stakes, is what I meant.
No, there's no stipulations on this match.
There was no stakes.
All in all, the last thing I said about this match when Hero was here was, at this point, she does not deserve to go over on Tiffany, in my opinion.
Fair.
Okay, wait. All right. Since you brought that up, I'm sorry, because this has to do with the ending of the show. So when Jade won, and I'm like, all right. I mean, we already knew we were getting Jade and Tiffany. So everyone thought it was like, all right, when is the shoe going to drop? How is Naomi going to cash in on these two? So I'm bringing this up because obviously we talked about how Tiffany's getting better. But we have two different people that probably shouldn't be calling the match that will be calling this match. And since Naomi already cashed in, because Naomi was my saving horse. Like when this match happened, like in my mind before Naomi cashed in, I was like, okay, it's going to be like I don't want to say two rookies, but just for the sake of a better word, two rookies. Who's going to call this match? Someone has to be the saving grace. Oh, Naomi can cash in, easy money. that's at the table. So now it's more than likely Tiffany's going to be the one calling this match, which she
did a good job with
Trish.
Trish.
I mean, if she did it with Tiff or with Trish, with Trish, which it looked like she did, then she will do okay. But my concern is now like who's calling this match? How is this match going to look?
It's got to be the ref, whoever the ref is. It'll probably be Jessica that does their match. That'll be helping call and direct and direct traffic. If I'm the nigga that's producing it and booking it, it's give me Jessica. I'm gonna have her call that match.
It's honest. It's probably gonna be Daphne, just to have a black ref give a championship to a black woman. Just the optics, and also this wasn't on our news docket, but
who said she was winning? I told you.
Yeah,
I had this match booked. I don't even know what are you talking about. I just said.
Yeah, no, I know what you said. Okay.
Hey,
but are you really booking it?
That shit was so funny. That shit was so funny, bro.
I was like, "What are you talking about?" I just told
black
you.
Ref giving her a black woman championship, and David was like, DT was like,
"The fuck?"
Yeah. Assuming she won, then having Daphne give it to her with optic wise looks good. Anyway, just last point, and then we can move on. It was rumored that Jessica, who had a match or two in Evolve, Jessica the ref, they're going to give her an opportunity to actually wrestle actually give her a shot. So we might lose Jessica as a ref, and we might actually see her in a ring at some point, whether it's Evolve, NXT, who knows? But
I think that's a good pipeline because being a ref, like you understand, like the ins and outs,
timing,
how to produce. Timing,
and
to look for. I think that'd be a great move.
Yeah, and most refs were wrestlers. Like usually, if you were a ref, you were wrestling at some point. Usually, you don't just be like, "Hey, I just want to be a ref," even though you don't know nothing about the business type of thing or whatever. But all right, that was my last thing. Let's get into the last two matches.
All right, we're gonna kind of speed through a little bit here. We have this battle royal. The winner earns a championship match at Clash in Paris. I will go on the record and say that I was completely right. My person definitely won this match.
100% right.
I mean, you didn't have to say all that. That was the only thing you was right about this whole show.
It's all right. I'll take this one. I knew it from the top.
Hey, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Respect the jumper. Respect the jumper.
Gotta respect.
Look, my boy made it to the finals. Could have had a chip too.
Almost.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. My 1/3 of my vision here worked. Shout out to the OT3. We saw Stephanie back here close out, but before we talk about the finish of the match, we're going to talk about the participants in the match here. MVP for sure, Lash Legend. I love Lash, bro. Just super talented, so talented, bro.
I was screaming at the TV. I was like, I need one lash extension before she gets eliminated. And I didn't see it. I could have missed it, but I needed one lash extension. But she was ready back when it was the Metaphor girls and we were clamoring for her and Jakara to come up. She was Naomi, ready then. She was ready then. I think they're gonna wait till the draft and bring both her and Trick up at the same time on the same show, but she's ready and she deserves to be a big time player because there's not many quote unquote giant girls like her.
No,
so and she hit.
No, not at all.
She be hitting. She hit hard.
Like Lash is. You already see the writing on the wall. If Lash is not minimum in IC or United States champion, we got to have some conversations because she does everything else really well.
She can talk, she can sell, she can wrestle.
Yeah,
she's a powerhouse.
Safe. Yep. Nikki Bella's in this match here. Some of us had Nikki Bella winning this match too, and having her have a shot against some of us. I wasn't going to out you. We all can't be the Oracle. Shout out to the three. That's crazy.
The Oracle was wrong.
Your favorite player, D Wade, 3. I see
You
1/3 of the
the vision.
Man, that's crazy.
Only a third of it, though.
Only a third of the vision.
All right, guys, come on. Let's get past the bit.
Oh shit, that's funny. Yeah. I thought this was a fun match. Once Stephanie entered the match and there was nobody truly like opposing her, I was like, yeah, this is probably.
Well, all of them were in the match. All of them started in the match. But I see what you're saying. Real quick. So Julia, because not everyone got an entrance. Julia got the last entrance, and they showcased the title. Because I saw a lot of people were upset that Julia didn't get her own match, which I was low key a little upset about. Because I remember when Evolution first was announced, I was like, every woman's title needs to be defended. Like I want
it should.
It should have. But she did get showcased. She got showcased heavily. Like all the women were looking at her enviously. She came out last. She got time. So that's a thing. But as far as battle royals go, this was a really good battle royale. Everyone good. There were some funny spots. There were some serious spots. It wasn't like too hokey. It wasn't like like a Tim Burton Batman film or anything. Like it was good. And the person you predicted to win won. And having her assuming Naomi retains, having her versus Naomi in Paris, that's not a bad match. We know who's going to get cheered, but it's not going to be a bad match at all.
Yeah.
And seeing either one of them get the devil's kiss, like even if Naomi just is like, yeah, I'm going to give you the devil's kiss, I'm here for it. But we know who's going to actually get the devil's kiss. And if you mad at that, then I don't know what's going on with you. If you mad at that, so.
I don't want Valkyria to challenge Naomi. I'm keeping it stacked. I don't challenge want that Jade at all.
Because Jade's probably going to win.
Tiffy.
Jade's probably going to win, bro.
I need you to stop.
If you think WWE's about to have 2 black women go into a PLE as champions, you are absolutely fucked up.
We just had 2 black tag team champions for like 2 months.
Women.
But they actually
in Paris.
They actually can't do that because they're gonna get both their champions booed. I know we make the joke. And we be having fun with the shit. I don't know what the fuck is up with the French people, but
and they do not fuck with us, bro.
It's the amount of boos unnecessarily. Like niggas don't even be doing heel shit and get booed. Like that's crazy.
Being booed by niggas who eat snails is crazy.
Escargot. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't want her to go against Naomi. I would prefer her to have this match against Tiffany and get the dub over Tiffany and bring the belt back to SmackDown, which I think is probably initially what they want to do anyway. And honestly, I really wanted it against Io. And at this particular moment in time, I was like, I'm getting what I want. I was like, yeah, it's happening, baby. We got one here. And that leads into the main event, which was Io, Rhea, via, way of Naomi, also part of this match. Absolute fucking.
It turns into a triple threat eventually. Like
it does. But the first half, this match here, nigga,
fire.
Absolutely amazing.
This gave me it was exactly what I was looking for. This was New Japan. We just in the ring and we just rock it, nigga. Like. Everything
don't let Dave Meltzer hear you say that because he was complaining about how they were outside of the ring
saw that
for
nigga
so
in his
long.
That nigga was tripping. In the outside spot, I don't really care, bro.
It was a ref bump.
I didn't understand. When they did the ref bump, I was like, well, who the hell's coming out? Like that was my first thought. Like who?
There's only 2 of them.
Yeah, I was like, who the fuck is going to come out? So like when they did the whole outside the ring thing, I was like, oh well, probably somebody's going to come out and do something, but nobody did. Respectfully, okay.
Hands and feet,
pure hands and feet. And you want to know what my fucking is that the match did not fucking end traditionally. I wanted this to be a clear cut 1, 2, 3 winner, right? So imagine
there was.
Facts.
There was, but I wanted this to be like, I wanted this to be the moment where you threw the flowers in the ring because they were going so fucking crazy. Like I wanted the isolated, like these women fucking threw the fuck down.
Did you hear that pop at the end?
Nigga, I know. So when I tell you, I was like, fuck, I didn't get my moment. But then when it happened where Naomi cashes in, it kind of like equals out. It's kind of like, damn, mom, I wanted the retro 11s, but you got the Space Jams and not the breads. I still won. I'm still happy. It's not what I wanted, but I'm still happy, kind of thing, right? And it's like, because I was like, fuck, I didn't get what I wanted, but it looks so good to see her cash in right now.
Oh.
And the face that she made, like that picture where she's just like holding the belt and she's fucking tweaking, easily my favorite picture this year, bro.
I like even talking about it, bro. I promise you, like the hair on my arms and legs is raising up. That shit was, first of all, like absolute hats off and shout out to EO and Rhea. Like
shout out to Rhea.
Like
the selling Rhea was doing.
Oh my god, the selling, right?
We know Rhea can sell. we know this.
Like as a matter of fact, we were watching Raw, or maybe it was SmackDown, and somebody took a DDT, and Jazz was like, "Oh man, that looks so painful." I said, "Oh," and they did it in slow mo. You can see him put the hand on da. Cool. I was like, if you think that looked like something, watch this. And I took her right to that match. I said, watch Rhea sell these DDTs. It looked like she broke her neck and spine every fucking time. Like the impact, like it was fucking great, man. They wrestled their motherfucking ass off. They did the whole situation where like they knew each other's style for the first couple minutes. They was chasing each other, dodging each other, playing games. Rhea did her little EO emote when she was in the corner.
Yep.
Had EO second guessing herself. And they was like, I respect you. I respect you too. Well, then, nigga, let's stop playing. Let's throw hands. And it just, the match elevated from there. It was fucking, fantastic.
They totally had a Cell Games moment when Goku and Cell first started fighting. And then it was like, you done practicing? I was like, we done practice. And everyone else is like, whoa, wait, that was practice? I couldn't even see the move.
That wasn't fighting. Yeah.
He's like, all right, you done? You ready? Like,
I couldn't even see them move,
bro. Yeah. Like this match, like, so when people are like, when people get upset, it's like, why is Rhea still in this spot? But like, granted, like, yeah, it does get tiring, and there has been a time where it's like, yeah, I don't want her in the spot per se. There's a reason why she's in this spot. Like she's like 27 and she's fucking amazing, and then that's just Rhea. EO was also on the other, like
EO's a god, bro.
They are both two of, like, fuck the gender part. We're talking about two of some of the best wrestlers right now doing this, and they did it.
Yeah.
And this was after the triple threat that started the show. This is after all the other good shit. The Battle Royale was fire. Like all the other matches were good. Like even with our nitpick with Jay Dunn, like that was still a good match. Like this was after that triple threat. And this is the main event. Like we're seeing two of the best do this shit.
I ain't seen a men's main event better than this at all, bro. Like
no, I can't think of one.
No, bro.
I can't think of one. Transparently.
No. You can't, bro. Like, respectfully. Like in this field of the WWE, I have not seen it, bro.
Yeah. I can't think of one. Yeah, and it wasn't like
they have chemistry. They've been fighting each other for a minute. They understand everything. Like it was so fucking fluid, bro. There was a spot where like Rhea does a super like razor's edge, and then transfer that into like a pop-up fucking sit down power bomb, bro. It was like, what the fuck is going on?
Shit
here?
was heat.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
these, like what are we doing, bro? Like. They showed the fuck out, bro.
That the power bomb that EO had when she dove between the ropes over Rhea, landed on the outside, and then fucking slammed her on the ground after that. That shit was fucking crazy, bro. There was so many things that they did in this match that I was like, at this point, Rhea has two of my favorite matches. Her and Charlotte at 39, and this one, and then if I got to include a third, no shade, it's gonna be the triple threat from just this past WrestleMania. Like when the lights are bright and the cameras are on, she fucking shows the fuck out. She shows out. That's why she gets the pops that she gets. That's why she's in a spot that she's in. Like you just gotta you gotta respect it. You know what you're gonna get, and it's great every time. And the thing I like the most is that technically that she still hasn't beat Io. So we're gonna get another match one-on-one between them two at some point. And the belt does not need to be on the line. This is just for straight up supremacy.
This is for pride.
Like who is the one?
We gotta run the fade.
Who is the one?
For sure. That Satan pride. Yeah, bro. Like it was absolutely unbelievable. It's definitely in like my match of the year list. I don't think that's a question, bro. Like,
yeah, same thing I said earlier. Like, if this is not going to be in my overall match of the year category, it's going to be in the women's. Like, it's going to be in one of the two categories.
Crazy.
It's going to be in one of the two categories.
You're also at the triple threat with her and Bianca. Like, this is a solid year for this trio or these two in particular. It's really hard.
Multi-man matches in general, because like again, like the AW one with Ricochet and Speedy and Kenny or whatever, then the men's triple threat at Mania, that shit was like. There's been a lot of good multi-man matches this year, and usually there aren't many. Like, so the fact that we've gotten like 5 already from multiple different companies, and it's not in this year is not over.
And here's the thing, like they have to do that because what you're essentially doing is you have the problem is that the wealth of talent you have, and you have all of these great characters, you have all these great wrestlers, and people want to see them. So fuck it, let's put we might get, there may be a chance we might get a fatal 4-way at some point this year that could eclipse, like it sounds crazy, but you have too many top tier wrestlers. Like
this is why niggas be mad with TK and them all-star tags. That's the dilemma this nigga running into. There's so many talented niggas you cannot have on the show, bro.
And as long as it makes sense, as long as it makes sense, I'm down. Like fuck, run the match. Run the match. So. Yeah.
And I was on record, like, and at that time, like, I told DD, I was like, I need to watch back both to both. But like before the women's triple threat for Evolution even finished, I was like, damn, bro, this might already be better than the Mania triple threat. And he's like, what? And I was like, this might be risky bias. I just need to watch both back to back. But that's how good that match was. Like, that's how good the other match was. And then, I mean, just women in general have been cooking, like. If you follow up the Monday show, which we already talked about, like, you get Lyra and Bailey again. But again,
and that was fire.
That was fire. But just to go back to this main event, after all the stuff that we saw, like Rhea even did a Spanish fly. that's not in her moveset like that.
Yeah, not in your bag at all, bro.
She did a Spanish fly, and then Naomi comes out, beaten down, is like cashing in. And then she she won. So women are still 100% in the cash-ins, because thank God, because if she would have, man, the Triple K tweets,
we talked about it,
bro. If that would have happened,
we would have got agreed.
I'm glad I was wrong. I'm glad I was wrong on that, because I definitely said for her character she should lose, but I'm glad I was wrong because
the show started off with a bang. It ended with a bang. Like. None of us predicted that Naomi would cash in on this match. Like, it was always supposed to be the Tiffany, because it's like, oh, well, what about her, Bianca and Jade? Like, they showed up. Like, she showed up on Monday. It's like, fuck them. Like, I came up. Like, even when you lose, sometimes you still get that W. Like, I'm on another show. I'm on Netflix. Y'all on USA or whatever. Like it.
Ain't nobody watching the show. They watching mine though. I'm out. And I think like even with this match, the wrestling psychology to like, oh, I'm gonna cash in off this Spanish fly, right? Because we haven't seen a move like that done by either one of them, let alone off the top rope, right? So you're using this big ass moment, this big move to be like, oh, yeah, I'm about to. They've been wrestling for 30 minutes or 15 or whatever minutes. I'm about to cash in, yo. So, yeah. And to do it off of like a loss. Like, I don't think we've seen somebody like lose in a match previously.
No, Seth Rollins.
cash
They
in.
come back and then go cash in. Like, that's
Seth Rollins.
That's a swerve.
Seth Rollins, yeah. Oh, at 31.
Yeah, which I don't think you were on the episode, DT, but I talked about it. It was like the only other way to do it, if you're going to do it, is have her lose in a match earlier and then have her cash in later, which is exactly what happened. And it was the talk of the week, and that's no shade to all the other shows, including All In, but like by the time it reached 9 p.m. on Sunday, at least Western time, like everyone was mostly talking about Evolution, and that's as far as women's wrestling goes, like that is a good. That's a good step. Like that's a good thing. Like DT had goosebumps the entire time. I went to sleep happy. Like both, like something he didn't even say. Like we were standing up the last like probably 5 minutes of that match. Like, and a match is good. It doesn't matter who's in it. A match is good if you standing up. Like Seth and Punk in the cage and in the cage at Raw. I was standing up. I just like there's certain matches where like the triple threat match with at Mania with Seth and Roman Punk. I'm standing up. Like if you stand up in your living room or your room or whatever. You don't even know, and the results haven't even happened yet. It's a good ass match. Like you're invested, and that's what wrestling is about.
I think the thing for me too was that wrestlers from other promotions were talking about and tweeting about like watching. Everybody was watching. Nigga. The shit was fire, bro. Everybody was watching.
Yes. Everybody's watching the shit.
Get your shit off.
Oh, and speaking of that, real quick, Bayley was at All In, and Mercedes was definitely at Evolution because they always go to each other's show. Like it's like with the tribalism, the wrestlers don't really care that much. Like some of them are gonna save face for online shit like a Ricochet, but
they'll feed into it. But
but then like all these wrestlers are friends. Like
they're getting paid.
Kind of have to be.
Yeah, they're getting paid to live their dream. Like
Bayley was at All In taking pictures of Mercedes, and they even announced it. Like she even came out and was like, "Yeah, I took these pictures."
So. With the success of Evolution, because we have to talk about it.
Run this shit bike.
But that's how I feel too. We didn't get a confirmation from H. He says that we don't know if we need to make this a yearly thing. Why is it that we could be like, run this shit back? The fans could be like, run this shit back, but he's like, I don't know if I want to invest in it all the way.
Okay, wait, all right.
I have a theory.
Okay. Go ahead. All right, so he's not the only person to say it. Jordan Grace was like, maybe 2 years. When the night of DT and I talked, I was like, I think honestly bi-weekly or bi-yearly, sorry, is the move. I don't, as much as I love women's wrestling, as much as I love Evolution, and I really do love women's wrestling. Like I was tapped in for the Mae Young Classics. Like I love women's wrestling. I think bi-yearly is a better move. I don't think we should have this year to year. Just because it gives you that anticipation, it gives you time for maybe certain people to be cycled out who were the top and who can like now be at the top in this year. I am, as of right now, I'm of the standing is like I don't think this should be a yearly thing. I think every 2 years, every 3 years is perfect because you get that. It's like waiting for the Olympics. Or something like it's like you're waiting for this big ass show. Or you're waiting for the World Cup. The World Cup is not every year. The World Cup is every other couple of years. I think I personally kind of want to treat Evolution like that, just because like I don't want it to be over desensitized to where it turns into like how we had a TLC PLE or how we had a Hell in a Cell PLE. And it's like, all right, every year we're gonna get Hell in a Cell. It's kind of like how War Games is now. Like it's like now we're just waiting for Survivor Series. Like who's gonna be in this War Games match? Like I'd rather have that like just like I don't know. I think bi or tri-yearly is the move, and that is my current stance as of right now.
The reason why he probably won't commit to it is kind of for that reason. He wants to protect the novelty around it so that it is a big moment, I think. But if it's me personally, I would still do it yearly, probably no more than every 2 years, but it wouldn't be at the same time every year because I think they could build towards it better and then announce the show. But
Yes.
I wouldn't have it be like, oh, every um, every October we know we're gonna get Evolution, or every June we know we're gonna get it. It would just be like storylines and shit will start to bubble, and it's like, damn, like what the fuck is going on? Like they all clashing, they all doing it. What the hell's going on? And then it'd be 3 weeks out from the building, sorry, the storylines. I'd be like, Evolution's coming here at this time, blah blah blah. Like that, like to me, you keep the stage, you keep the peak interest and the fan interest, and then you don't allow it to like fizzle out because it's not happening at the same time every year. To me, like if you're gonna do it yearly, but at least every 2 years, I'm cool with. But if you do it every 2 years, then when you start to plant these seeds, like you have to drag them out a little longer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to wait until after seeing this match. I don't want to wait for a whole year to see Io and Rhea main event 1v1. Like, I want to see. We still didn't see Rhea and Bianca the way that I wanted to see it. Like, there's matches that you can start to talk about, like a Bailey and a Charlotte at a different level now, or whatever the case. Anything like there's a way to do it, to me, in my mind, where you can have these storylines build up and like it's like a crescendo. It's like, all right, it's too much shit going on. We're gonna solve all this shit at Evolution this time. As opposed to like, oh yeah, like I said, every October or whatever the fuck.
So for me, I'm going yearly. And I kind of, when H was talking about like, like you don't want to oversaturate it, kind of like, Hell in a Cell, TLC, and such and such. I don't look at like women's wrestling as like themes, right? I
Right.
think if we can do Royal Rumble, we can do 2 nights of Mania, 2 nights of SummerSlam, we can dedicate time to like these shows that are predominantly male run. We can do the same thing for the women every year.
Mm-hmm.
They did this shit with no like promo, with no backing, no push. Imagine doing that shit with the fucking push.
Mm-hmm.
Like this shit, like give that, they deserve it. They show that they can ball the fuck out. So for me, it's like, yes, run this bitch yearly. We have partnerships with TNA, partnerships with NXT, partnerships with AAA. We can do this.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about like the Olympic concept that he used, where like, oh, it's every 2 years, like the Olympics, is that the Olympics is not scripted, right? In the world of wrestling, people can get injured, people can get hurt, people can leave, like people can get cut. Like you don't have the luxury of time like you do, as much as you would in like the Olympics and whatnot. So I say run this bitch back as like, because you can. Like they proved it. Why not, bro? Like if we could sacrifice, like I said, if we can do 2 shows for PLEs, we can definitely do their show 1 time a year. I do agree with the stance of like not doing it at the same time every year. That would be kind of fly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, doing it in the winter or in the spring or the summer or whatever, like that would be fucking dope. And definitely not around like, whatever it was around, but just give them the space.
Mm-hmm.
Because who's to say next year, if a Bailey's even there, like we don't know these things. So you got to capitalize like on the moment. Yeah, I think, of course, as a business, you're looking at dollars and cents and promotion and the shit that don't really matter to us, but matters to it like a business. Run the shit, bro. Like I don't give a damn. I don't care what your numbers are. Use the men for the numbers. Let the women do what they was doing. Like they have a formula and that shit was working. So, like I said, I haven't seen a WWE show better than that. Like I haven't been that excited in a WWE match since Brock took the forklift to the ring. Like
Damn.
that was pure.
Just WWE.
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
I don't compare the two. I don't compare AEW shit to WWE. I try not to.
Right, which is understandable. But as far as like just women's wrestling, I guess I don't know. Whatever. Either way, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
In a WWE sense of excitement, like as far as something that you could not predict, I did not predict Brock coming out with a fucking forklift.
Yeah.
Like I did not predict Naomi winning the championship. So like that level of excitement, that level of pop that I just did not see coming. Yeah, they got it. To close it out, do we have to do ratings? I mean, out of 5 here, does the board need to
Give me a 7.
Are we all on the same page here?
Give me a 7 out of 5.
I could have sworn. Okay, this is my like second or third time asking this because every once in a while it shows out of 10, and then sometimes it shows out of 5. Because I could have sworn All In we did out of 10. Because I gave it.
Well, there was probably 10 matches on the card. All In was long as fuck.
Out of 10,
it was like 12.
What do we give it out of 10? From now on, everything's gonna be out of 10.
Out of 10. Oh, that's a big number.
This is why niggas said 5.
The door. Sorry.
Out of 10.
Um, 9.5.
Yeah, Mr. DT.
11, 12.
And that's high, even with the Jade criticism.
Yes.
He still came out 11, 12.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is, I'm sorry, it's off the charts. I will be going back to this one. I already went back to the main event this week. So, yeah.
10.
Mm-hmm.
This is the show.
Every single wrestler.
I was trying.
No, stay down. You got a 9.5. Live your truth. Live your truth.
I was trying to be a little give them room to improve. But,
yeah, I guess you do have to give them room to grow, but it's like because now if the next evolution don't hit like this, I'm gonna be hypercritical. But it's like this shit was fire, bro.
This was a moment.
Yeah.
And this is top down, like, because I saw a couple of things that said like some of the old guard or the women from before helped produce some of the matches. Like anybody that had a hand in Evolution on Sunday, like standing ovation, like top to bottom,
absolutely,
top to fucking bottom. Refs, wrestlers, producers, bookers, like.
Catering.
Yeah, I know the food was fire. Also, one last thing, and I can't remember who it was, so I'm not going to just throw out a name, but I saw somebody get mad and criticize at the end of the match because Rhea and Io were hugging at the end of the match, telling each other how they did it. Like, you got to be a different type of dumbass to like not be able to in that moment to just let them have that moment and be like, oh, they should have kept that behind the scenes. We shouldn't have seen that.
Bro.
Nigga, they just put on one of the greatest matches that we've ever seen, tore the fucking house down. They technically both didn't lose to each other. And we got the ending we wanted, the outcome we wanted, and they're two of the top wrestlers in this company. If they want to peel back the curtain and be proud of their performance, they deserve and have the right to do so. And fuck you and your mom. Yeah. And I hope you hear this.
And all that is factual. And also the last point of that is they're both faces. So if they want to give each other kudos, that's fine. They're two faces that just wanted to prove which one was better, and they got screwed over by a heel. It's fine if they want to fucking hug each other. It's not that deep.
I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't think like nothing wrong with two niggas battling it out and be like, damn, like
we did that shit.
GG's.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
All right. We're gonna get out of here. We will catch you in the next we all won't catch you in the next episode. Actually, somebody here is leaving.
Somebody is rich. One of these.
And so we get to do the commercials next week. Pia.
One of these niggas got Beyonce money, and it ain't me, and it ain't Jay.
I mean, it's not necessarily me either. It's
Hey,
my wife.
Are you going to see Beyonce?
I am going to
Are
forcefully
you?
see Beyonce.
No. That's not what I asked you.
I'm
Are
seeing
you?
Beyonce, yes. I am seeing Beyonce.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
I don't ever want to hear a nigga talk about I got money. This nigga done seen
Who run the
Beyonce.
world? Hero.
This nigga done seen Beyonce every time since Lemonade.
Well,
I
no,
get it.
no.
You the three,
I
Hero
missed
the 1, 2,
Revolution.
3, 4. 4 is Blue Ivy. I see what's going on here.
Blue
Yeah.
Blue Ivy and I have the same birthday, so let me just help fill the conspiracy.
That nigga got money.
Bruh.
He young moolah baby. That was the moolah that Wayne was talking about back in 2009, nigga.
Oh goodness, I'm broke as fuck.
All right. Says a nigga
Clearly
like
not, nigga.
Beyonce.
And
All
don't
right.
and don't be trying to not post either, because I know I know them seats is good too. I know them seats.
We're gonna
is
show him
good.
on the pod next episode. Let's see where this nigga was sitting at.
I'm
You
gonna be
follow my
stalking.
wife. You watch her stuff. You know, I'm only going. You know, I don't Instagram like that. You know,
Yeah,
unless it's
okay.
food. Unless it's food, you know, I'll take pictures of the food I got.
You better not go to Beyonce concert and take a picture of a glizzy. I swear to God, nigga.
Oh, you know he will. You know he will.
I mean, now she brought it up.
You know
Nah,
he will.
that's fucking nuts. The themed out Beyonce fucking glizzies. Nah, I can't.
The Jay-Z glizzy. Pause.
Yeah, that was a little egregious. All right, we out. We catch y'all the next one. Peace.
Too sweet.
Believe in the wave.